I've pressed the recording button.
Oh, baby.
Welcome to the one shot from the Tales of the Arkevian Vault. Tom has kindly let me run a one shot in his world in the continent of Sedistray. This will be called the Sands of Pyreglass. So I'll move you over to
Yeah, perfect.
So we begin in a small nomadic trading village on the edge of the Osseous Field. Is that right, Tom? Osseous or Osseous?
Yep, Osseous.
Osseous Fields.
Of bones.
The Field of Bones, yes, correct. Which is a, if I'm not mistaken, a field that is right on the edge of the desert to the east of Sedistray. That many people, they make their livings heading out into, trying to, or not many people, but many foolhardy people perhaps make their livings trying to delve into the deserts and find and seek the valuable pyramites, where they attempt to look to blew my brain, sorry, my brain's having an absolute moment, where they most importantly they seek to harvest the Pyreglass that could be found within the dens of the sands of these pyremite creatures. The heat from their bodies causes the sands to become glass, and it's a valuable resource in these parts. But we begin in a in this small nomadic trading village, Zephyr's Rest, in the Desert Breeze Lodge. The Desert Breeze Lodge is owned by a human woman named Amira Al-Jaziri. She's a warm-hearted and knowledgeable woman, and the lodge itself offers comfortable rooms with traditional, decor. Very gassy tonight. As a central courtyard for relaxation and delicious Sedistray-inspired cuisine. It's certainly a memorable and enchanting experience for travellers who seek rest at the edge of the desert. So we find our little group of adventurers who are within the halls of the Desert Breeze Lodge. The building itself is quite sort of made of like a sandstone with very kind of cuboidal kind of walls, but sloping domed roofs and very kind of painted white to reflect the sun. Very reminiscent of a Mos Eisley style cantina in my eyes, I imagine, but probably with a lot more colour on the outside, sort of flags and little things hang around the edge and marking the small inn. But within, the atmosphere is quite bustling at the bar. There is a seeing that Zephyr's Rest is such a small trading village. It is the Desert Breeze Lodge is the only inn within the small little settlement, so all flock here when they are not performing their chores elsewhere. So we join 3 different of our adventurers who make their stay currently within the Desert Breeze Lodge. Tom, would you like to describe your character and what he would be doing within the small the rooms of the lounge, just say, of the lodge?
Absolutely. You would see if you are seeing him. A dwarven fellow, short in stature, stout, broad, wearing and working on at the same time a complex contraption, half contraption, half armor that he's got like half disassembled on the table in front of him. He's just taken this whole table for himself, spread it out, put bits on chairs as well so no one can sit down next to him. He's got his tools out, he's putting things together, he's trying things, he's muttering to himself, he's scribbling notes in a little notebook. His black hair is streaked with lines of grey. Doesn't look that old, maybe it's stress. But you also notice that whereas many dwarves might sort of take pride in braiding or what have you their hair, making it look quite impressive, his thick, coarse black hair is just pulled back in what is essentially two like pigtails on either side of his head. He doesn't seem to have any care for his appearance, and he has a thick beard. He's kind of snarling to himself. He seems to have this perpetual frown, thick bushy eyebrows, and deep creases on his brow from frowning. He'd have a kind of half-noticed mug of some brew on the table, but he barely seems to pay attention to it. He's just completely obsessed with this armor and this gear in front of him.
Excuse me, sorry, I had a sneeze coming on for a while there. Let's try not to interrupt you.
No worries.
Oh dear. And then the camera pans over across from this dwarven figure, and we see Kieran. Would you like to describe your character who sits across the other side of the bar, perhaps?
Yeah, she's Primula Grub. She's a what is she? Oh, she's a hillock halfling, apparently. She's diminutive, obviously, as a halfling, wearing leathered clothes, which are all quite rugged. Her hair is dirty and messy. She doesn't look like she takes much pride in her appearance. She has the only thing that looks half decent about her is an ornate, out of fashion rapier that she carries by her side. I imagine she'd just be on a table somewhere overlooking the pub, keeping an eye out for opportunity. She probably stinks pretty badly as well.
And then finally, the camera pans once more across to the crackling hearth that sits in one of the corners of the Desert Breeze Lodge. A number of fine sort of desert-themed, vibrant tapestries depicting desert scenes that are hanging above it. And below it, we see, sitting in a little seat, we see a small kobold creature. Hannah, if you'd like to describe your character.
Yeah. So you look over, you see small copper-coloured kobold. He's quite wide-eyed. He's got a vest on and a miner's hat. You can see it on his hip. He's got many vases, glasses, what look like, I don't know if anyone will recognise them as bombs, but they are bombs. And you would also probably recognise a healing elixir. He seems to be fiddling with some rocks in his hand. He's probably going along the floor picking up little pebbles.
We can hear something in your background, Hannah.
No, it's Skynet.
What on earth is that?
Humans are not allowed to play Roll20.
She activated narration mode or something. I've done that before, it's so creepy.
Narration mode.
It's a mode you can accidentally activate on Windows where basically whenever your mic picks you up it tries to like copy what you're saying and stuff. It's weird.
Well, that's really weird.
Yeah, it's very annoying. So hopefully she's not activated that and doesn't know how to turn it off. But anyway, yes, we see a small kobold sitting around the fire. Suddenly, at the entrance of the room, a rather flamboyant figure enters the room, draws many stares as they enter. A tiefling, wearing sort of quite colourful looking clothes, sort of ribbons adorned on their horns, carrying possibly too many weapons, a scimitar in either side of their sheath, in either side of their belt, a set of shorts that sit just slightly too high. When I say slightly, I say definitely far too high on up their legs, and a sort of buttoned up kind of a sandy coloured looking sort of polo style top, and they are flanked by an elven, ephemeral elven woman who looks quite serious and stands sort of at the side of them, kind of surveying the room. And next to them is a sort of bigger man, a very beaten up and downtrodden looking man who his face is covered in extensive scars, and his eye is kind of almost like closed half shut. He looks quite deformed, and he wears kind of quite thick leathers from that sort of cover all of his skin from sort of head downwards. And the tiefling at the front calls out and says, "The tunnel scrapes are here. We're looking for those who wish to join an expedition into the desert beyond. Who wishes to hunt the pyramid burrows, to harvest their shells, and more importantly, their Pyreglass. There is promise of adventure, wealth, and, well, the chance to uncover all the mysteries of Set Astray." And he sort of like gestures, and everyone kind of like just looks at them and then sort of turns away and then goes back to sipping their drinks or eating their meals. And they say, "Well, come on now, the expedition, navigate treacherous tunnels. Maybe we'll even see a queen." Kind of looking around to see.
Did you say wealth?
Yeah, we have. And it kind of looks to the elven woman. Says, they say, "Oh, well, we have a potential prospect. Yes, wealth. All sorts of things. Let me introduce myself. I'm the they/them master of stratagem, the purveyor of non-binary finery, the sole and singular Orzain K. Morellon." And does like a little. They do like a little
Incredible.
bow.
Yeah, she
Name's Grab.
Well, a pleasure to meet you, Grub. And they kind of put their hand out to shake yours.
No, don't do that.
Well,
Rather not.
sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
You didn't. You just don't want to touch these hands.
Okay. Very well. Well, we have one brave adventurer here who wants to make their fortune with the tunnel scrapes. Surely you've heard of us. Tunnel scrapes rule. And you see the big guy just sort of lets out this huge sigh, like when they say that. Would any perhaps the dwarf or the small kobold show interest at all with the
The dwarf definitely would. He would have looked up from his stuff, pulled some goggles back from his off his eyes onto his forehead, and just cool straight across the inn. You going underground?
Yes, we are.
Hi, mates.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm in.
Brilliant. That's 2, Highland. Anyone else? We were hopefully looking for at least 3 to match our ourselves.
Oh, you said there's gonna be interesting exotic things. Well, I'll come as well.
Oh, brilliant! A kobold. I've never seen one of your kind. You're very scaly. I hope that's not offensive. Scaly looking.
Scaly and smooth. I'll get you through the cracks in the caves.
Oh, hear that, Hylan? Scaly and smooth gets us through all the cracks. Well, fantastic. Shall we take a seat? I like to frequent the lodge. They like to keep a table just for me, a little booth, and sort of marches up to the bar, which is currently kind of surrounded by lots of patrons, and Orzane's kind of like looking back and forth, like no, kind of trying to get the attention of the barkeep, and eventually manage to kind of like push their way through to the front, and it's like a booth for 6 and 6 drinks. Is that great? And you see the barkeep that you'd all know to be Amira. She just sort of smiles and nods and just says, "One over in the corner, love. Make yourself at home. I'll bring some drinks over." Oh, fantastic. No, sorry. Squeezes their way back out and then says, "We've got a booth in the corner." Right. Sits down and then says, "Well, it's lovely to meet you all. Grub, and when we know you, don't touch Grub. Grub doesn't like to be touched. And we also have you, sir." And kind of looks towards you, Björk.
Hi, Björk.
Brilliant, Björk. We've got Björk and Grub. And what about you, Smooth and Scaly?
No, my name's Pablo. Little Pablo, my mum calls me.
Little Pablo. I like that. That suits you. Well,
How much is this job paying?
Well, it's really commission-based. It's all about how much Pyreglass we can get our hands on, but we're gonna... This is no capitalistic for-profit kind of venture, like some of the other groups you'll find going out. They're all they want to do is take all the Pyreglass for themselves, with the bigwigs. We're a small venture group, and we split the profits evenly.
As long as I'm getting paid, I don't give a shit.
Well, absolutely, you'll be paid. Have any of you travelled into the sands before? It's quite the dunes are quite dangerous.
I've mostly been in the mountains. I don't want any of the coin, but I want some of the glass shells.
Quite, yes. You're more than welcome to do with what the glass or the shells you want.
Perfect.
I want lots of sharp and interesting things for my equipment.
Well, great, yes. Like I said, you can do with what you want with the shells. Personally, we're going to trade them for coin, aren't we? Aren't we, Hylan? Sorry, let me introduce you to our other compatriots. This is my second in command, my number 1, if you would like. That would be first in command, though. Just silly Orzane. Highland Silkensheath. And the woman says, a pleasure to meet you. And yes, she's a bit of my enforcer. She's a bit of an assessor. Really got her head screwed on, haven't you, Highland? She nods, just kind of like, yep. And finally we have this big brute of a man, and they sort of like do like a little kind of like punchy motion. It says it is Scraps. Scraps is a classic of the expeditions, if you might say, our one and only veteran. And you see the big form of Scraps kind of puts their fingers up and does like almost like a sort of sign, like basic sign language in front of you. If any of you think your characters might be able to communicate via sign language. If not, then sort of Orsane says he says he's looking forward to working with you.
What are we going to find in the desert?
Well, you see, with my fine acumen, like I said, I am the they/them master of stratagem. I've discovered a location that others have missed in the dunes, on a series of old maps that I found in one of the cities. They had a series of scrolls and such, and well, I went delving and seeing what I could find on the missives and journaling of previous adventurers who'd made their way into the sands, and well, I think this location's only a 2-day trek into the dunes from here, and well, if we can get there, then I think we might be able to find perhaps a den of sorts.
Is there anything that's going to be difficult to work with?
How do you mean?
Creatures, people who've also found it, that sort of thing.
Well, perhaps. I, as far as I'm aware, we are the first to discover this location. At least since it's buried deep in the libraries. So I don't think anyone has made themselves aware of it yet. But obviously we should be careful. The Pyramites are nothing to trifle at. They come in all sizes as well. They can be quite vicious.
What's a Pyramite? Not from round here.
Oh well, they're I suppose you could say they're insectoid-like creatures. They have hard shells, and they are beetle-like, but they're big.
That sounds fucking disgusting.
They sort of they delve in the sands, and well, they make you must surely have heard of precious Pyreglass.
Might have.
I don't know.
Well,
I guess I have.
They have quite an affinity for heat. They sort of let off light and heat. They have varying capabilities. Some of the smaller ones, you see, they're not as hot as the others, you'd say. But well, the big ones, they can really they can really burn you. So be careful.
Do we know what sort of stuff would be made out of their shell? Curious.
God,
You
what? God, what sort of skill would that be an appropriate thing for? Let me have a quick look at the character sheets, because I always forget. Let's have a look. Maybe do a crafting check.
Okay.
Just to see what sort of knowledge, like
Pretty good at crafting.
let's see how much you know. Well, Tom's the expert. It helps having a literal Wikipedia who's sitting in your game, because this is his world.
Why, hello there. Yeah, it's kind of the driving force. It's kind of driving a bit of an industrial revolution in Sedistre, because they can be used as a power source. People are trying to think of how they can be used in tons of different ways, but essentially it's almost like giving a previously very basic society like battery technology. So it's a huge deal. It's a heat source. Some people are trying to weaponize them. Other people are trying to, like Björk is trying to use them for armor and such. But some of them are used for beautiful things, like Pyreglass is used for beautiful sculptures and things like that. It's kind of a very exciting time for anybody vaguely into crafting or science or what have you, because this material is kind of exploding in its uses and
Sounds perfect to
potential.
me. Yep, that all sounds perfect to little Pablo. Very excited. You see him jumping up and down with excitement.
Alright, let's go, let's go. It's perfect for my bombs.
Well, yes, we're planning to leave on the morrow. Obviously, it's getting quite late, and best not to travel by dark if we can help it. But we want to leave as soon as a sign of sun's first light, so we can make the most of the day. It does get very warm, so make sure you're prepared. I believe the market's still open if you wish to go acquire anything.
Yep.
But we'll meet back here at first sunlight then. Fantastic. I can't wait to start working with you. And they kind of put their hand in the center and like, tunnel scrapes rule? And then Hiling kind of puts the hand in a bit reluctantly. Scraps doesn't at all.
Tunnel scrapes rule. Yeah.
Yerk's just been staring at Scraps since he introduced him, and he just kind of says, just cutting through the conversation, addressing Scraps, he's like, "Is that what happened to you then, big man? Pyamites got your face."
He signs back, and then Orzain says, he says that, yes, I don't think I'm maybe quite translating this correctly, but the heat of their scorching, burning terror scorched his face. Something like that.
Well, I feel for you, but it's good to know it's not just rumors.
Quite, yes. Brilliant. On the morrow then, we better get our beauty sleep, correct, Hyland? I'll stay down for one more, Commander. But you go. Help yourself. I will. Pleasure. Brilliant. Can't wait to work with you. Good night. And they kind of stride off to the bar again, trying to squeeze back in and then purchase a room for themselves. And Scraps also sort of nods to you, Björk, and then excuse me, also heads off to sleep. What are the rest of you doing for the rest of the evening?
Primula would look at Björk. She'd be like,
So, if we all get a share of his pie glass, I guess you could buy mine off me if you wanted.
Aye. Happy to do it. Got some coin left, but we'll see how we go.
Well, I just need the cash quickly.
Oh yeah. You got some trouble on you?
No. None at all.
None of my business, but as long as it doesn't get in my way. Need some of this Pyreglass to fit out Helga. As he gestures back towards the table.
What do you think the rest of these lot are going to do with theirs? Maybe you could take that as well.
Well, maybe. Don't need everything. Just need enough to do the shoulders and the greaves.
looks him up and down.
Fair enough.
How much money do you need?
Well, nothing specific, just to move on. keep ahead of my. Yeah, I better
Trouble?
not say trouble. That's it. That's the one.
Right. Trouble's
This
not gonna.
shouldn't be a problem.
That's what I was about to say. Trouble for the
Oh,
rest of us
I'm
wouldn't be
quite-
welcome.
I'm quite far ahead.
Right.
Pablo pops up behind both of you, unexpected, surprise, and is like sniffing around both of you. It's like, you both smell like trouble, and I love it.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if I have a stank of Jeff on me.
I don't know what Jeff is, but it sounds fun.
I didn't kill him. No, I didn't. I really didn't.
Well, it doesn't matter. We can kill Jeff. Let's go do it now.
Yeah. No. Right. I'm not used to talking to people. I'll see you in the morning. Bright and early.
She like smiles at them.
See you later.
How's her
Walks
teeth?
Not great.
Yeah. I'm just imagining that smile.
Crooked.
Yeah, Pablo grins back. You see his sharp, toothy reptile teeth back at you.
I'm basically
Hello.
imagining Primula looking like Skinny Pete from Breaking Bad, but with long hair.
Oh, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good quite a good way to put it.
Björk would look down at Pablo.
Yeah.
Those potions.
Some of them. Do you want to
Elixirs.
see? He
Yeah,
pulls
alright.
out like 2 bombs in his hands. Are you sure? It can be quite explosive.
Oh. Bring him over to the table. Let me gesture over to his table where he's got his armor laid out.
Yeah, he comes over, puts them on the table.
Don't
And I've got
suppose you
these
could...
ones and these ones and these ones, and he puts all of them on the table.
Right. Well, how would you feel about some experimentation?
Oh, I do love a bit of experimentation. What you got in mind?
How about my armor versus your bombs outside?
Let's do it.
Right. And yeah, he'd take some of the armor outside, start putting it on, and basically just stand there with his bald hands on his fists, on his hips, just like,
little
give me your
Pablo
best.
stands in his best Westerners pose. And it's gonna chuck a bomb at you.
See how this goes.
Gonna chuck his drunk bomb at you. 15.
Drunk form.
Does not hit. Or rather, I imagine it hitting, but
Yeah.
the armor resists. Yeah, it still take the 1 splash damage, so he's still like, oh, not bad. I thought the armor would have taken all of that, but some of it got through, bleeding a bit.
Sort of looks at his other bombs. He's like, "That was quite resistant. I'm quite surprised. Try this one."
Again, some of the burn gets through. He's like, nice, nice. I'm impressed, little one.
That's done really good armor. Try this one.
Still misses. I got good AC. But again, burns a bit. Oh!
Oh, this is really good. Really good. Try this one.
That time it definitely hit. Mud bomb just knocks the helmet off. He's got mud all over his face, but he just smiles through. I need another set of straps on the helm. Good to know. Alright, my turn. And he will run towards you, and he's going to use his ability, his inventor armor ability, to explode.
Explode. Nice, nice.
So it like vents fire out of it, and steam just as he runs up to you.
Hey,
I'm
yeah, I don't have
my
any armor.
And it does some fire damage.
Yeah.
Do a
As yet, just because we're just role playing, I'm gonna also say that Pablo pulls out his other thing as well. pulls out a potion really quick, an elixir, and he drinks it, and he gets 4 AC.
Whoa, 4 AC.
That's cool.
That's sick.
Well, as you're
like drinks.
as you're practicing against each other into the evening, is there anything Primula would be doing, Kieran, or is she sort of going to just prepare herself for bed and the following morning?
She's got everything. I've already put everything in inventory.
Okay, cool.
She would just be staring, slinking around, looking for people, keeping an eye out.
Absolutely. So, we'll move over to the following morning when the sun hangs high in the sky, and our small little band of adventurers, after getting a night's sleep, gathers at the outskirts of Zephyr's Rest. The air shimmers with heat, mirroring your anticipation in the eyes of each of you. You're all equipped now, and I imagine Orzane would have helped provide some sort of sand-stained cloaks, sturdy boots. You all look sort of ready to embark on this expedition into the treacherous deserts of Sedestray.
Primula's just like,
Well, it's fucking hot, Jesus. Not used to it.
No kidding. Oh, God. Sure anyone's not regretting it? Signing up, I mean.
I don't have regrets.
I like
Yes.
that attitude.
If you shine your armor, reflects most of the heat. He
Ah,
stands there glinting in his armor.
you hear that, Hyland? Take note of that. Shiny armor.
Primula just looks down at her leather brown clothes. It's like, great. Great.
I don't know how it works with lizards. They're not cold-blooded in this world, are they? I don't know.
I think they would be cold-blooded. To some degree.
Cold-blooded.
I'm not sure. But yeah, okay, well, if he is, then he just kind of likes it. It's kind of basking in it.
Yeah, it probably feels really nice.
Yeah.
Well, with resolve in your hearts, you set off into the dunes, your footprints leaving a temporary mark on the ever-shifting landscape. The winds, no, it's very windy, almost like whispering, almost whispering secrets across the air as you venture deeper and deeper into the desert over the course of your day, guided by the sun, and also the instincts, particularly of Scraps, the seasoned veteran of these dunes. And as you disappear further, the settlement of Zephyr's Rest becomes smaller and smaller in the distance, a beacon of civilization amidst the endless sand and bone. After about half a day's travel, though, suddenly the sands below your feet that were once were becoming almost like a consistent clay, they become suddenly start to shake and move slightly, and you see Orzane kind of looks to Hyland and Scraps like, is this normal? Kind of thing, and Hyland looks to Scraps, and Scraps has quite a worried look upon his face. Feel free to all do perception checks if you'd like.
Oh, someone's bombing stuff underneath us.
You definitely all got a sense that it kind of does feel almost like little Pablo describes, but Primula, out of everyone, you kind of eye up Scraps, and you see, like, even though it's ridiculously hot, he hasn't been sweating this really entire time, but suddenly sort of you see like the sort of camera pans into his face, and you see like a single drip of sweat begin to drip down his face, and his breathing gets heavier, and his hands sort of slightly shaking. He starts signing something towards Hylin, and Hylin looks back and goes, "Are you sure?" And he just nods, and then she looks round, and then panic just goes, "Horde Mother!" really loudly, and
Horde Mother. Doesn't sound good.
That does not sound good at all.
That sounds pretty bad.
Or Zane is like, "Quickly, get to higher ground!" Just like starts running off as quickly as they can, and suddenly this huge shell of a Pyamite starts surfing the top of the stands and crashes over or Zane, completely consuming them in sand, and there is no sign of them. Hylin looks to Scraps, and again, Scraps kind of starts moving towards some of the rockier terrain, pointing towards it, and both Hylin and Scraps, as they run, consumed by sand, leaving the three of you standing alone. Do you go? So tell me now, would you be standing, would you, there is both tougher ground to... You'd be standing there, so there'll be some in the centre of ahead of you, to your left, to your right, and there's even more secure, kind of like even beyond the centre. Which would your characters run to? So left, right, centre, or north, let's say.
Left.
Left, okay. Björk, what about you?
What was the closest tough ground?
Would probably be left, right, or centre. And they're all about equidistance from where the three of you are. Centre. And what about you, Primula?
Gonna follow Björk because he looks like he knows what he's doing with his armour.
Oh, yeah.
Let me move you over to what the map looks like. So if you want to, I'm not sure if everyone's got their health and AC, but if you want to add that to your tokens, and I'll save your tokens once you've done that. Oh, you might have to drag them back out yourselves. Apologies.
What do we got? We got 20.
New bars.
Cool. And I'll save that token for you, Hannah.
Oh, yep.
Oh, don't know why it's saying 29. 20.
Let's make sure everyone can see everyone else's tokens. Doo-doo-doo. Cool, and we'll do the same for Primula. Brilliant. If everyone could, please, if we could roll initiative for me.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
What's that? Initiative. Sweet.
Still more than me?
Still, it's +7.
Yeah.
Okay. Sending order. Björk, you're first in line as you have a moment beyond everyone else as you see this huge this shell of this creature, it's huge, dives deeper in the sand, and above these smaller shells of Pyamites start emerging from the sands below, and I will reveal them on the map. I'm going to say also, but
Shite.
What layer is this? Let me quickly check my layers here, see if... Oh crap, didn't mean to do that.
The sands are shifting!
We're doomed!
Can you see the yellow outline around these areas?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Okay. So anywhere within them you can move normally. Anywhere out is counted as difficult terrain.
Yellow
Wait,
outlines.
Yellow out.
Like the waves.
Oh no. So it isn't showing. Hold on. Trying to work out what fucking layer this is on. What layer is this on? There. Oh, it's on the GM layer. Just couldn't let me grab it. Right. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully you should be able to see it now.
Yeah.
And then there's also 1, 2.
So what is that? Like hard areas?
Yes, so it's like where areas where the ground is more secure, and it's easier to move across. The sandy parts would be counted as difficult terrain. So you see 4 of these pyramites emerge from the sands below. Björk, you're up first. What are you doing?
He's gonna reach onto his back, and like he like presses a plate, and it pings open, and he just pulls this long hafted hammer out of this compartment in the back of his armor. And so he'll do an action to get his hammer out. He'll do an action to get his shield ready to rock as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he is gonna. He is going to. Yeah, he's gonna overdrive. So this is super cool. This is like one of the inventor's main things. So you'd see him like start. I think he'd have it as like almost like when you're trying to like start a petrol generator where you have to have the ripcord. But he's got one in each of his like sleeves, so he grabs them both and pulls them, and you see his armor like kick into gear, and steam and heat start to come out of it. So, blah blah blah. Crafting check. I believe this has a DC of 15. So I succeed, which means your gizmos go into a state of incredible efficiency. Your strikes deal additional damage equal to your intelligence modifier for 1 minute. But because it's only a normal success, it's actually half my intelligence. So my intelligence modifier is +3. I'm not sure whether you round up or down in Pathfinder. It was always down in D&D, so I'd assume it's down here as well. So an extra 1 damage.
Very nice.
And yeah, so he's in overdrive mode. That's my turn.
I'll remind you, you'll start with 1 hero point, and because it's been 1 hour since the start of the session, I will... Ooh, I'm debating between Björk and little Pablo for the little fighting outside, so I will allow you to pick between one of you to who you want to distribute the hero point to.
Pablo for all the different bombs.
Oh.
Pablo, take the
And
hero.
this one.
I'll take it.
Cool. Björk's go is up then, so then we've got one of the flash, well not flash beaters, pyramites. This creature is going to let me just check its stuff. It's going to move 1 action to there, 2 actions to get to you, Björk. That's to spend. It can. You see, it is not restricted by the sands like you would be. This is his home territory. It can certainly move quite easy throughout them. Let me see. Okay, yeah, it's going to use one of its abilities. So you see the top of it starts like burning up with fire, and as it gets close to you, this like huge flash of like light as the heat of it underneath its shell kind of starts bubbling up, and then the top of its shell gets brighter and brighter until it gets right up close to you, and then goes and kind of flashes you in an attempt to stun its prey. Could you make a fortitude save for me, please?
As the
in fact,
catches on fire.
In fact, it might hit Primula as well, because I think this is a 10-foot aura. So actually, yes, Primula as well must make a fortitude save.
As it's building up, Björk could be like, "Oh, it's beautiful," and then fortitude save. I got an 18.
18, so that is a pass.
Should have raised my shield.
And then Primula as well, if Kieran's there.
Oh, what's she do?
A fortitude save. 19, brilliant. So you do both pass, so you're not affected by the flash of light.
Very nice.
We've got this one, which is going to move to Primula. And with one action, a second action is going to do the same thing, so 2 more fortitude saves from both of you. An 18 is a pass again. A 16 is a failure, though. And you are, Primula, you are dazzled for 1 minute. Dazzled. Let me double check what it does. Unless Tom knows off the top of his head.
Oh, bollocks. I think it's like a...
Vision is precise sense. All creatures and objects are concealed from you.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's where if you try and hit something, you try it. You'd roll your attack normally, but then you have to do that flat check. If you get less than a 5, you miss automatically.
Brilliant.
Cool.
So, and then its last action, it's going to try and hit you with its mandibles.
Fucking brilliant!
16 to hit. Does that hit you?
Misses.
Misses, okay. Finally up next, the next beetle. It sees little Pablo isolated. 1 action, 2 action, takes 3 actions to get to you though.
Yeah.
And then finally, this one's going to rush to Björk and then make 2 attacks with its mandibles. So 1 misses, I assume, with a 10.
Yeah.
And then second, 25 to hit. Low damage though. Oh, it should be a second attack though. Whoops.
20 would still hit though.
Yeah, 20. So
2 damage. Nice. Oosh.
And Primula, it's your go. If Kieran's there.
Oh yeah, she's gonna pull out her rapier, and then she's gonna try and tumble through this guy, which is a tumble through. Stride up to your speed, move through acrobatics check against a reflex DC.
Okay, so DC you'd be looking at
Acrobatics.
is...
Shit.
Where's the
I will use a hero point
Okay.
because we can't be starting that off. There we go.
21 passes with a reflex DC of 18.
So I imagine she doesn't go through its legs. She hops off its back, round to the other side. Because she did a tumble through, she gets a point of panache,
Ooh, very nice.
which adds to her adds damage to her strikes. I think it adds 2, and it can be used for finishes. And then she will just make a rapier attack.
Okie doke, make that rapier attack for me. 12 does miss, unfortunately, though.
Crap. Oh well, it was cool.
So you see Primula leap off the back, her foot slightly scalding as she does, and lands back down and strikes but misses. Little Pablo.
Neil Pablo. I don't know how bombs like. Because there's no. It's not disadvantaged in Pathfinder, is it? What is
Nope.
it?
No.
What's the bad for doing up close bombs?
It's splash, so you will take 1 damage when you
Yeah,
do it.
but that's the thing though, because I'm a bomber, so I get to choose who gets the splash. And
Oh,
whether
shit.
it's just to target.
Oh, well then you're fine.
Or-
There's literally no disadvantage. Just fucking slap that bomb in this thing's face.
Okay.
Wabam!
Wabam! Let's whack him with which one did I do? Let's give him an acid one. In his face. Damn it.
7 does miss,
Hero point.
unfortunately.
Hero point.
Okay, reroll.
How do I do it without... Let's do it again. Fuck.
9 also misses, I'm
Damn it.
afraid.
Fine.
Still takes 1 acid damage.
1 acid damage, okay.
I don't use all my bombs right now, but... And he will also... Because he's got the quick thing as well, it means I can do that in 1 turn, not 2. What about, like, slingshot? Slingshot.
Okay.
What?
That
It's not 12 damage, what the fuck?
have the second attack bonus, so I think it'd be an 11, right? -5.
Yeah.
Yeah, so an 11 would miss.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
It's not 12. We'll change that somehow.
That was the crit damage, I think, which is correct. 6.
Oh, okay.
6 max damage, and you double it. You rolled a 6 on the dice and double it. That's your max crit damage.
Fair enough. I don't know why it's... Okay. That's all I got, I think.
Okay, yeah, it's back to you.
Reload my slingshot.
Right. I think it's time to smash! So... He is going to... He's going to move to here. 1 action.
Uh-huh.
Might as well make it a step. Just in case they have attack opportunity. And he's going to smash this thing. He's going to strike with his Earthbreaker weapon. Wabow!
25 definitely hits.
Nice.
And-
Oh god!
It's not quite
Sorry.
a crit though.
So 5 bludgeoning. They are
Big
being
hits.
flanked. Would that make it a crit?
Oh, how much is it minus the...
-2.
yeah, that is a crit then, which means
Yeah, 12 damage.
you do kill it.
Oh. Crunch down with the hammer. And then final action, I will raise my shield.
Very nice.
That's better.
Right, so this one is going to move up to you. And it's going to make 2 mandible attacks. First one, the 12, which misses. Second one is a 19.
Ooh, that misses because of my shield.
Nice. That is its turn. And this one will move around the same to Bjerk. And first mandible attack. Second one is a 20 for 5 points of damage. Then we've got that one's dead, so I can take that off. And then finally the one on little Pablo. It's going to try and flash you first, so do a fortitude saving throw for me.
Okay.
That is a failure. So you are dazzled for the 1 minute. So when you do your checks, you have to make sure you can see them properly.
Yep.
And then it will make 2 mandible attacks against you. First one is a 20, which I believe hits you.
Ooh, yep, it does, yep.
So 2 points of piercing damage. And the second one is a 16, which
Right,
misses you. Okay.
Unless the dazzle does anything.
No.
Okay.
Boom. And then, wait, did I skip this one's go? No, I didn't, did I? No. And then this one is gonna... No, I did its turn, didn't I? I did. I did it ahead of its thing. Whoops, that's my bad. Primula, your go.
She's gonna go flank that one. What does flanking do? -2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
And
become flat-footed.
so she's dazzled, right?
Yes, you are for 1 minute.
God. Well, I better try it anyway. So she moved. She's gonna try a confident finisher. So does she do the flat check first?
I'm not
The
sure.
dazzle?
I think you just have to not roll under a 5, right? Anything under a 5 is automatically a miss. Is that it?
It's a separate dice roll to the attack.
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, it's a DC 5 flat check, so you just roll.
So just a
D20.
D20. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 or higher, you're fine.
No.
Weird.
Oh.
Okay. I'll just do the attack and it misses. So.
I think you still have one more action though, right? Move.
Oh. But that technically counts as the attack missing, doesn't it? I don't want to attack again. What else can I do?
Oh, how weird. Because it's a confident finisher. Its thing is even if you miss, you do half damage.
Oh.
But I mean, I get because dazzle just makes stuff miss.
Okay, then I guess I'll still roll it. Well, I don't need to roll it, do I? Or do I?
Just to see the damage, I think.
Well, it misses anyway, so...
But it says it does half damage, Tom said, even if you miss.
Yep.
Is that the whole weapon or the stuff on top of it?
Confident finisher. Make a strike that would apply your size strike damage with the following failure. Yeah, so it's just your normal attack with the +1 from being in panache. So 8, 9, and then you halve it.
4 damage. Not bad.
Wait,
What's the D6?
the D6 for missing.
I'm confused.
Because it's 2d6 precise damage.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Then yeah, so 8
Just
halved is 4, and then the
6.
6, so 10. 10
you
damage,
deal
even with a myth.
Wait, you deal half your precise damage to the target. So is it just the precise damage?
Oh, thank you, Kieran. Yeah, it's just the precise.
So it's free.
Okay.
And then wait.
Didn't you say it was 2d6?
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So it should be another one.
Yeah, roll your second d6, then half the total.
Oh my god.
So
It's 6.
Describe to me how you kill this creature then. With your
She's
fumbling attempt.
I'll save my buyer!
And then she goes precisely for the in the carapace, but she just shoves it straight through the shell, but it's enough force just to break it open and kill it.
And he's like, whoops, oh well.
I can't see.
And then she will use another. Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah, but-
sure
yeah.
you would have had quite enough movement because this is difficult terrain.
Well,
Yes.
she went there. That's her first move.
Oh yeah,
And then she
one action, attack, then third action.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I suppose. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah.
Natalie, would it be okay, because I forgot if I used my shield block reaction on being hit
Yeah, of course, if you want
by
to.
the mandibles, which was 5 damage. So, the hardness of my shield. By the hardness of my shield is... hardness of my shield is 4, so I would still take 1 damage, and my shield takes 1 damage as well. Down to 15 HP, my shield.
Nice. We move over to Little Pablo.
Little Pablo.
Little Pablo.
So, I missed before, didn't I?
You did. You did take 1 splash damage though.
No. I don't know, because he's blinded, right? Blind? What does that do for me?
Dazzled means that before you make an attack, you have to roll a flat d20, and you have to just make sure you get over a 5, otherwise your attack would miss automatically.
Okay. So I think because he's dazzled, he just sort of grabs a bomb from his waist. I can't see you, but hey, take this! He just sort of smashes it down in front of him.
Ricky take.
What do I do again? A d20?
Yeah, it's just a standard d20. Yeah, so you're fine. So then you roll the attack.
Jump ball.
13 does miss, unfortunately, though.
Hey, Jesus.
That's your first action. It does take 1 splash damage still, though.
Yeah. Just trying to. I'll probably just do another wild slingshot, I guess. Is that another d20?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, you're fine. 13 also misses, especially with a -5.
Yep.
You got 1 more action.
Running away. And I got a little flea thing as well, so I get 30 feet instead of 25.
Oh, nice.
That's so cool.
I will remind you that anything outside the yellow is difficult terrain, so double.
Yeah. I'm just gonna see which direction he goes in.
2.
Goes off the map. Yeah, like as far as he can go off the map on the left, the other way, that way.
Okay, so 5. Oh, let me do it. 3, 5, 15, and then that would be 25. And then he can't actually get any further than that. Because
yep,
it'd be double.
30 feet. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's double movement beyond, so as far as you can get.
Okay.
Bjerk, it's your go.
Right. Hold on, little Pablo. He's gonna activate his rocket boots and explosive leap.
Nice.
Knew that was covered.
Goes flying through the air. I'm doing it like this because it is Pathfinder diagonals. So he lands here. And he'll stride. Get here. So he lands in the sand and goes into a run. Oh, also because Explosive Leap has the unstable trait, I have to do a flat d20. I want 17 or higher. Nope. So essentially the armor, the suit starts to like spew steam and break a little bit, and Bjerk wobbles a bit in his descent with the rocket boots, and essentially I now can't use any of my abilities with the unstable trait, which at level 1 is just explode and explosive leap, until I fix it, which takes 10 minutes.
That's cool.
So I land, I stride, and I smash.
Smash.
Yes.
I won't have my shield up, but that's fine.
Yeah.
And hit this mofo.
11 does miss, unfortunately.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's my turn.
This one's dead. This one is on you, Bjerk, so it's going to... What will it do? think it's just going to light flash you because you've not had that
My
yet.
eyeballs.
Fortitude save. That is a failure. So you are dazzled, and then it will make a mandibles attack against you for a 25.
Oh, that hits.
3 points of damage. And then, what else could it do? I think it just second attack you. No, it misses.
Blocks with his hammer. Oh.
So up here is going to, it's gonna try and grab you to the ground, I think, like pull you to the ground. How does it do that? Like trip? Which would be athletics, right?
Yep.
Against their is it fortitude DC or reflex DC?
I think it's reflex for trip.
Okay. What's your reflex DC, Kieran? Let's roll the check first. It's pretty hard.
E8, so it's 18, right?
Yeah, so 22. So first action, it grabs you, pulls you to your knees with its mandibles. So you are flat-footed. And then the second attack, which would be a mandibles attack, which is a 12, which misses, I believe, and with the flat-footed. Yep. And then, what else can it do? Do I just do a third attack? I'm not sure. Yeah, I can't think of anything else to do, so I'm going to do that. No. So it misses. Primula, it's your go.
So is she on her knees?
Yes, you are prone.
Okay, she'll stand up.
That's one action.
You're no longer in panache, right?
No, I took my panache off and I put a bar for it. She'll try and tumble through to get to the nice ground.
So, acrobatics.
Ooh.
25, I believe is...
Whoop.
Yeah, 18
I've
DC.
got you now.
And she's going to get a panache. Oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
And she's going to do a dazzled.
Oh, that's ready on it there.
Hey!
So now she actually gets to roll. Rapier.
The
Oh,
7
gosh,
does.
got the nat 20 on the thing, then a nat 1 for the attack.
But she does get the 2d6 half.
She does.
Not as good.
Which is, 1 and then 1 again, so 2 damage.
Jesus. If you'd got the nat 20 on the attack, you'd have done 17 crit damage plus the 4, 21. Swashbucklers are fucking awesome.
It's really good. Level 1.
Yeah.
Little Pablo.
Little Pablo feels the softness under his feet, turns back around, but not move off it just yet until I figure out what I want to do. Still dazzled, so he just I don't know. Reckless. I think.
She can. Yes.
No, yeah. Let's just throw another bomb. Fuck it. Let's throw a star grenade.
What?
Star grenade. Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, it dazzled, so
Well,
just throws it
do I
wide.
even get my fucking 3? Alright, I've only got 6 bombs, guys, and 3 of them.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Um.
I think they're changing it in the remaster because one of the complaints about alchemists is that they don't they're like less accurate than other martial classes tend to be.
Yeah, I've only got a +5.
Yeah.
It is because I've got not great dex, but it's because I've had to put it all into intelligence. Otherwise,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
nothing.
And it would feel much better if you were like a +7, which would be the next level of accuracy. So yeah, I think they're changing it in the remaster.
Well, I'm only testing it out anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just gonna move over there. I don't know how reloading works on Slingshot, but
What does it say?
I think it says it's a 1, whatever that means.
So it takes one action to put another stone in it, basically.
Okay.
Do you
Put
think?
a stone in it.
Okay.
Nice.
Bjerk.
Ah, smash! Bjerk is going to smash.
Oh yeah, that hits, and also
5 damage. 6 damage because I had my intelligence because of overdrive.
kills it.
Yeah!
Squash. That's the first action.
With that, he's going to... I can't resist. It's just too cool. He's gonna... Hang on, I need to check the range. Hold on. Hold on to your butts. Because this item is so cool. Fucking found it on Path Builder and I was like, what is the range? Oh, here we go. Rune. Sorry. Okay, it's 30 feet. 30 feet. I need to. I don't know how much damage it does. Hold on. Okay, I think it's one. Okay, cool. Got it. I got it. So. He. Am I within 30 feet? Oh. Give him a blob. Okay, so he will step, and he steps up like they used to train you to do in PE when you're throwing a javelin. He like leans back with his shield arm, steps forward, and with a like flick of his wrist, he unclasps the shield straps and whoosh throws the shield like fucking Captain America across the sand at the guy. Now this is this is gonna have the multiple attack penalty, so it probably won't hit, but I couldn't resist with how cool it is. Yeah, it's an item they added in Treasure Vault called Meteor Shield that you fucking throw at people.
That's really cool.
Meteor Shield. Alright, let me quickly put this in. This is ranged, so it'll be Dex. I am trained. And it's a second. And if it hits, it does 1d4 plus my strength, because it's a thrown weapon. Strength. Ooh, bludge. Right, here we go. Multiple attack penalty. A 16?
Hits!
Oh!
Right. 6 damage, which kills it.
Yeah! Whoosh. Shield goes flying out and smashes into the creature.
Very nice.
Oh, wait!
Oh.
Dazzled.
Oh, yeah. No, you're
Okay.
good. So with that, combat is over.
Woo!
Let me clear you all off the turn order.
Pablo's just running around this little hard section, rubbing his eyes.
Yeah.
So, in the aftermath, your companions are missing beneath the sands, seemingly the prey of a horde mother. You have survived the onslaught of the Pyramites here, though. What are you doing? How are your characters reacting?
Primula's just like looks around.
Anyone see that map point?
Not sure. We need to be careful. It's Björk. You can see much like his armor. He's like calming down after the fact. I need to fix Helga. If we can take a few minutes, wouldn't mind picking over the remains of these little things as well. There isn't much to use, but perhaps I can get a bit of shell. And yeah, Björk would like to pick over the remains of the Pyramites and see if there's any shell worth harvesting. He did smash them with a bludgeoning weapon, so I'm imagining probably not.
Yeah, do just roll a straight d20 for each Pyramite.
One next to him. Oh!
The one is like almost perfectly intact.
Oh my god. One beneath Primula on the map.
That one is also like almost perfectly intact.
One to the right of Primula.
Don't thank me.
No,
I was
that one's
careful.
shattered.
And one to the top of Primula.
Also shattered.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm having this one. Taking my due.
Yeah, well, you got to share though. I want all the smaller pieces as well.
Pablo's just picking up all the little tiny broken pieces. He wants all of the sharpie bits.
As you picking up all the sharpie bits, from beneath the sands, Pablo, your ears sort of perk up, and you hear what sounds almost like Orzane's voice, like, "Help!"
Oh, they're still in the sand somehow.
He sort of points down in the sand.
Sounds like it's getting further and further away.
Sounds like they're sinking.
Mountain's teeth. It's not good. I need a few minutes to fix Helga. How much do we think we could dig down?
Pablo starts digging like a dog in the sand.
That take a long time, not very far. But I go fast.
Yeah, Björk will help.
Okay.
However he can.
So it'll take you about 10 minutes of doing so as you dig through the sands, but eventually you move enough sand out of the way and it reveals a hole to the mouth of a cave.
Oh. Cave.
It looks like perhaps it's a large cave, large enough to the entrance, large enough for the Horde Mother, the thing you saw surfing the top of the sand to fit into, and it's perhaps it's you think it's been hiding in the mouth of the cave and then dived deeper. Perhaps this was an area much like a tarantula does, sort of waits in its burrow, and then once it's got its prey, it dives deeper and eventually consumes its prey.
Oh, this must be where the big one went. I guess we should go after it. We should go after it now.
Really use some time to sit and fix up the girl, but you're not wrong, they could be in more danger.
Pablo just looks over at the thing you want to fix and taps his foot. It's like,
Okay. Quick.
Well, if either of you are any good with patching people up, he'd like reach into his backpack and he has bought some healer's tools.
Hmm?
If either of you could give a go at patching up some of this, as he like extracts himself from his armor and you can see some cuts and burns in the pyrite.
I'll give it a go. I'm used to sewing up dead things, but I'll try my best.
Right, well, keep me alive if you can, as he starts tinkering with his armor.
Pablo will try and heal himself. The 2.
15.
Well.
Get there.
Yeah, 2d8, please. Ooh.
No problemo.
Oh!
Holy
Damn,
shit!
nice.
You're a dab hand.
Yeah, well, I've had to fix a lot of things.
Surprised they didn't come back to life with skills like that.
I wouldn't get any money if they're alive.
Yeah, can you make a fortitude save for me?
Oh, yeah. 24.
Whilst Primula's cleaning your wounds, you do get a you sort of sniff your arm afterwards, and you're like, that's a funky scent, but you don't become sickened one.
Oh gosh. Oh well, thanks for that. I'm just gonna go over here for a bit. As he finishes patching up his armor. It's no longer unstable.
Are you thinking those people are dead or what?
No. I heard one of them. They were sinking down lower.
Right, well,
Why? Does it eat people? I don't know anything about them.
If you want, you can roll. I can roll recall knowledge checks for you.
Chromula wouldn't know because she's not from round here.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Okay. Let me quickly see for you.
Tom told me
Yeah.
where she's from, but I can't actually remember where that is.
Okay.
Yerk would know
How
too.
do you roll
I
to
can't remember
GM on this sheet?
Right.
Well, let me. Hold on. Let me just.
Yeah, I just rolled.
Yeah,
Straight
normal.
d20s from the roller.
Okay.
From to roller. Yeah,
Uh,
to fortress.
What's your nature modifier?
Mine.
Mm-hmm.
3.
And then Björk, nature as well.
My nature is not much. It is 4.
4. Little Pablo, you got no fucking idea. You're just like, cool shells.
Yeah.
I just know there's probably more shells down there. But Björk, you've studied and read about the Pyamites and the build up to your potential expeditions that you've been looking to go on. And you've read about Horde Mothers. They are called Horde Mothers because not simply because they give birth to hordes of other Pyamites, but also because they like to hoard things. They like to hoard their victims. Sometimes they like to hoard wealth and stuff like that. Often Horde Mother, the sign of a Horde Mother is often seen as quite a good thing. They're very dangerous as well, but also it could be a case of, you'd find lots of eggs and stuff where you could, people may want to find sort of Pyamite, set up little kind of egg farms that some people do. Some people sort of, once they find, if they can somehow clear out a Horde Mother's den, you've got a sort of ready-made farm here. As they start to, you can sort of use heat to cause the gestation period to sort of speed up, and they often will get wizards with fire magic and stuff to sort of speed up the gestation period of certain different things and sort of time it so they come out at different times, and then they can harvest the baby shells and such as extra profit. But also often Horde Mothers often have anything you could find just treasures and stuff in their horde dens, because for whatever reason the researchers aren't really sure why. They think perhaps maybe it's sort of something to do with the temperature, some people think, but they often, especially steel and stuff like that, they often sort of or sort of metals and anything of that nature, they often sort of just grab it and sort of store it in their dens for whatever reason.
Very cool. He would absolutely communicate that, and he'd say it as do you want the good news or the bad news?
Let's get bad news.
Alright, well, a Horde Mother, it's nasty work, and we saw Orzane and the others get dragged down. So, probably in for a proper fight, but the good news is that if we can best it, or figure out a way to outsmart it maybe, we'll be in for a
throw bombs
load
in
of
its face.
goods. Maybe. We'll be in for a load of loot.
Yeah, and these Horde Mothers, they can't talk, can they?
No, don't think so. Haven't got the mouth parts for it, no tongues.
Fuck's sake.
Does it have a weak underbelly?
Probably weaker than the back.
Yeah. Oh, Start setting up stuff, I guess.
What does this horde mother taste like? Is it edible?
Got no idea. Haven't heard of people really eating the Pyramites. Just want them for their shells and bits. It's actually an interesting thought. Maybe because they're all hot, they're all cooked on the inside.
Well, if there's survive out here, they probably got a lot of water in them, right?
Aye. Interesting. Right. You two stay behind me. I'll be the wall. You be the sharp, pointy bits that come round the wall and stab things and splash things and all that.
Yep. Nods vigorously. Excited.
With a knife.
Brilliant.
Either of you want this as well, just let me know. And he got a heavy crossbow if either of you want a heavy crossbow.
No.
Yeah. Bjerk, is it just one direction down in the tunnel?
It is currently, yeah.
Yeah, Bjerk will set off. He'd light a torch, have a shield in one hand and torch in the other.
Yep.
Okay, so a sense of trepidation sort of fills the air as you stand at the entrance of this cave, its mouth yawning wide beneath the shifting sands. So with torches flickering in your hands, you prepare to descend into the unknown depths. You begin to step cautiously into the cave, and you find the temperature here drops dramatically, offering a respite from the scorching sun above. The walls are etched by time and elements, or perhaps creatures as well, are rough and jagged. And shadows dance ominously from your torchlight, casting eerie shapes onto the uneven floor, enhancing this sort of sense of mystery and danger. The air grows damp, carrying with it a earthy scent and the distant echo of water droplets. The sound of your own footsteps reverberate through the narrow passageways, amplifying the eerie silence. As you descend further, the tunnel widens and reveals a vast chamber adorned with shimmering stalactites and stalagmites. You marvel at the natural beauty of them, your torchlight reflecting off the glistening formations. Can I have everyone do a perception check for me?
Oh yeah.
Nice. Primula, you're the first to notice. You see there are a number of skeletons of sort of small and sometimes larger, like almost as large as like wild dogs, of animals that have been sort of on the floor. But you notice that they've been split into like two distinct piles, often like different parts of the sort of with the natural 20 and a 27. Often it looks like you think that it's split almost into two distinct piles, but like sometimes like it looks like the like half a skeleton of like the top part of a skeleton of like a wild dog, and then the bottom half of a skeleton of a wild dog has sort of been split in half and then deposited on two different sort of sides of the room almost. You also, the natural 20, notice that from the ceiling there's like this like sort of gooey kind of like almost like it initially looks like a water droplet, but as you sort of look closer it's like not as, it's like sort of translucent and it's kind of just hanging there from the ceiling.
Well, Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Oh,
Yeah, that's all you see. What are you doing?
As Primula
well,
pointed
Pablo
out,
doesn't do
the rest
shit,
of
yeah.
us.
I don't know. Wait and see what Kieran says.
What? What's she?
The
the
translucent
bodies?
drop.
Oh. What do you mean translucent?
It's like sort of semi-opaque. It's like a thin strand. It's like probably as thick as a, I don't know, like imagine it looks like a sort of really sort of a very thick noodle, or a very thick noodle, probably like maybe like an inch or two across. But it's like sort of semi-opaque. It's sort of hanging from the ceiling. The rest of you haven't noticed it because it kind of blends in with the background. With the natural 20, you've sort of spotted
But it looks weird, right?
Does look weird, yeah.
She's just gonna point at it and be like, "What the fuck is that?"
And if we look up,
It sort of descend, even when you shine your torches up, it sort of goes up into. Actually, how far is torch light? Let me just double check. Make sure I'm not
Use
missing.
2020.
how far is dark vision? Because I've got that.
Yeah, that's a good. I don't know how far dark vision is. Tell me.
I have no idea. I'll Google it.
Yeah, the torchlight, it just shows it descending into darkness.
I don't know if dark vision has a range in Pathfinder. I think it's just you can see in the dark. Senses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't look like it.
You can see in darkness and dim light just as well as you can see in bright light. But you don't see colour. You see
Yeah,
black and white.
You look up little Pablo, but you did get a 5 perception, so
Yeah.
you're like everything kind of just blends into one kind of. It just looks like it's descending from a ceiling. You can see a ceiling. That's all, but it just looks like this is hanging from the ceiling.
Did she just run up and grab onto it?
Yeah, when you you grab onto it, and it sort of feels all really sticky.
And she climb it.
As you could climb it if you wanted to, yeah. As you feel it, it's like it's really sticky. Like it's almost like sticking to your hands. Where once you grabbed hold of it, you're like, oh god, I can't get it off.
And there's nowhere else to go.
There is the passage continues onwards. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She can't see the top, right?
No, you can't.
I won't be sick. At least I'll find it hard to fall off.
He's gonna try and climb up.
Climbing some random. Okay.
No, I've done worse.
You're trying to see. Don't fall, or do fall.
It's too sticky to fall off.
I guess we'll see.
So yeah, she's climbing up.
So as you start, like you put one hand on it, you put another, and you're like, God, I can barely get my hands off of it to climb this. It's quite difficult. But as you do, the rest of you see as the like sort of filament began again slowly moving up with Primula on it.
Yeah.
How do you rest of you react?
Pablo laughs. Like, you're going higher. I don't know if you noticed.
She'll try and climb down and jump off, I guess.
Okay, so how does grappled work in Pathfinder? I can't remember. Or grabbed, rather.
You're immobile.
Mobile. Does that mean how'd you get out of being grabbed though?
Typically, there's an escape.
Oh
Try and
yeah,
use
no,
the
I see it now.
action.
Yeah. So making escape action. What do you roll for escape action? Is it just athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics or acrobatics or your unarmed attack.
Okay, so you can
Whichever you prefer.
make any of those. Primula, to see if you can break free of this. Nope, you're still just like, I can't. It's so sticky. I can't get off. And you're just slowly like ascending into the darkness.
This isn't good.
I like how all three of us are incredibly short characters as well.
Björk's gonna put the torch down on the floor and get out the heavy crossbow. It's just like, is there something up there?
You're slowly, as you're with your torch in hand. Like, would you have a torch like strapped to your back at all, or something? Because you were using your hands to climb, right?
I guess not.
Yeah, so you're just like going up into the darkness. You can't see anything.
Yeah.
Pablo will shoot a slingshot just above where Primula is.
Okay, so it would be concealed, whatever you're shooting. So you'd have to make a curve that concealed check. So like the dazzled, I believe. So to roll a d20 first to see if you just miss automatically. Was the 12?
That's 12.
Okay, so yeah, roll the attack. And just you hear it just cling off the sort of ceiling or whatever. As you're still moving up, and you see now she's sort of like almost at the range of your torchlight, as Primula's slowly moving up, and then Primula, suddenly you see like falling down this big thing. You see now coming into range of you, because you can just sort of, as your eyes are adjusting to the dark slightly, there's something crawling down this sticky filament towards you, and I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative. Let me just quickly move you to the next map. Right, so if you want to put your tokens sort of like maybe like here.
Let's see.
Right here.
Didn't see you ping there.
Oh, it's on the wrong layer, sorry. Here.
Oh yeah.
And then put sort of Primula go in the sort of centre, kind of the filament is like here. And she'd be about sort of 20 feet up.
Did you save a token?
I think I did. Yeah, it's got.
Didn't.
It's
No,
got.
I re-added that.
Oh, you re-added it. Oh, weird. I'm clicking the update token thing, but it's not. Oh, it's because I've not. No, I know why it's not done it. Sorry.
Oh, it's not her.
Yeah,
Sorry.
there we go. Now it's saved.
Thank you.
I can't see other people's health files.
Yeah, I will fix that. Hold on. Update. Okay. Let's. Boom. Boom, boom. That should be good. See. Björk. Boom, boom. Okay. Should be able to see each other's health now, hopefully.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'll get the old turn order out. Yeah, roll initiative for me.
Same thing.
Oh, I didn't click on my token. I got a natural 20 for 24.
Oh, nice. Right, if you roll again, then you should be able to just change it yourself. Where do you roll to GM on the monster character sheets?
I do not know.
Whispers Jolt, yeah. Here we go. Always query here. So let's click on initiative.
I always wonder which character PC was the fastest to ever die that we've had. Like, there must be one of them. I died within a session.
It makes me funny, even though it's completely the wrong answer, because he was around for loads of sessions. And maybe it's because Hannah's character's called Pablo. But my immediate thought went to fucking... What was his name in the zombies one? The guy who shot at the helicopter.
Oh,
Pedro.
yeah. Pedro.
Pedro. Don't know why my mind
Oh.
went there, even though he was obviously around for ages. As soon as you said dying, I was like, yeah, Pedro.
Okay.
Quickest death.
I can't not think of him as Combo from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, straight up. That's how I see him.
Who I based him on. Bjerg, it's your go as you see Primula slowly being pulled up, and now Primula, you see this creature, sort of something in the dark, crawling down towards you. You can call out if you'd like.
Help! I'm stuck.
Right.
There's something coming towards me.
Oh no. But
Just
Björk
go.
can't see anything, right?
No, not quite. She's on that sort of. She's moving into sort of the dim light, so you can sort of see.
Actually, do dwarves have? I never checked. Oh, I have dark vision too.
Okay, so you can see something crawling down this filament. I'll say you can't quite see what's on the ceiling.
Yeah. I would like to take a shot with my crossbow.
Yeah.
Thing that's crawling down, please.
Absolutely. Make a shot for me.
Oh, I removed it. Why did I do that? Go gadget companion. Heavy crossbow. Adds it to my thing. Nice. Huh. That's 7.
Definitely misses.
Yep.
Fires off into the darkness.
He's gonna reload his
Mhm.
next action. How high up do I think Primula is?
She's about 20 feet up. She's just in the dim light now of your torch.
Okay. Yay. Might do something stupid.
Although it is reload 2, right? For the heavy crossbow, it says there.
Oh, is it?
I don't know, it just says that on the attack there, reload 2.
Oh, then yeah. Then I will not reload, thank you.
Okay.
So it stays unloaded. He is gonna... Fuck, he wants to keep his hands free, actually. So we're gonna drop the heavy crossbow
Mhm.
after missing. It's like, hold on! Hold on, Primula! And he's gonna...
I want to get off.
He's gonna explosive leap with his boots!
Amazing.
Jetting heat from his suit downwards. You jump up to 30 feet in any direction without touching the ground. You must, however, land on a space of solid ground or else you fall after your next action. But he'd like to grab onto Primula and try and pull her down with him.
Okay. You can do the escape DC if you want to do athletics.
Okay.
To try and break her free.
Tight.
No.
Right.
I will
well,
spend
Hold on.
my hero point.
yeah, I was going to say it's getting close to. I've got 2 more minutes to distribute the last hour.
18?
Seems not enough.
Oh, scary.
You just pull it and you grab onto her and you pull her down, but it's really holding on tight, and you're even your weight doesn't quite break her free. And you sort of you can either hang there or you can fall back down if you'd like.
He's gonna stick with Primula.
Okay, so you're hanging on to Primula.
Yep.
Okay, so on the next turn, as you're both hanging there, suddenly this filament starts moving, and it starts moving along to here, and
Oh my god.
you're just swinging in the air ah!
Pablo just looks around the corner and sees them going away.
Shit.
Don't forget my crossbow.
Okay, so I'm just going to quickly do an athletics check for this. Whisper roll. What's your fortitude DCs?
14.
17.
Okay, so neither of you. Should would this be enough? So yeah, 1 action, yeah, 2, that's fine. So it starts moving up again, more. So you're both
Shit.
pulled up about 15 more feet.
Oh
Oh
god.
my god.
If we fall, this is gonna fucking hurt.
Yeah, so you're about 35 feet up now.
Oh, God.
I think we get knocked out if we fall.
What? Well,
Going up seems bad
wait.
as well.
I have to see if my suit breaks. It does. I
Primula,
can't do rocket boots again.
it's your go.
She is scared that it's high, but she's also very scared, but she doesn't know how far this is going. So she's going to try and break free again.
Okay. Yeah. 24 is enough.
oh, nice.
As you let go.
Get off me!
And now you and Björk begin falling to the ground below. You do have 2 more actions to try and see if you can sort of steady yourselves.
climb
It's-
on him.
Is there an action to, like, break your fall?
I
or
think there's
not?
to grab a ledge, which you definitely could do because you're sort of
Ooh.
next. You're getting close to a wall, so you could try and you'd fall a bit, but then you could grab hold of a ledge. I think that's a reaction, Tom, if I'm remember
Correct,
correctly.
yeah. Grab an edge.
Grab an edge, which I think is an acrobatics check, if I'm not mistaken.
When you fall off or past an edge or other handhold, you can try to grab it, potentially stopping your fall. You must succeed at a reflex save,
Reflex save. So I've got.
usually at the climb DC.
What's the climb DC? Is
The
that-
climb DCs will sometimes be. It'll tell you with certain surfaces, but generally I just use standard DCs. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got one in mind then.
Yeah.
Okay,
So make a
we
roll.
go.
Try
Oh, fuck.
That is enough. As I said it. So you
I'll
managed
try
to
and do it as well.
you fall, and that is also you both sort of fall about 15 feet and then grab hold of the edge of the side. Okay.
Yes.
Says, on a success, if you have at least one hand free, you grab the edge or handhold, stopping your fall. You still take damage from the distance fallen so far, but you treat the fall as though it were 20 feet shorter.
Okay.
So I guess,
So,
yeah.
Not falling, because it's 15 feet, right?
yeah. So you were about 35 feet up. So, how would that work? 35 feet in total. You
I
fell
think it means from. I guess it depends on where you rule the handhold is that we've grabbed.
about
onto, like,
15
how-
feet down. I'd have said.
So, we
So I
wouldn't
don't think we
damage.
take any damage.
No.
But we are now holding onto a ledge like 20
Yes.
feet up from the ground.
So you'd be like sort of slightly up. You'd be like, let's get tokens.
Can she try and...
Yeah.
Is it possible to climb this wall?
Yeah, definitely. This is like really jagged walls. There's like lots of handholds.
So
Climbing
she's
is
going...
super slow in this Pathfinder, though, right?
Yeah, it is.
You move up or down? Blah, blah, blah. You move up across 5 feet per 20 feet of your land speed.
Yep.
God, okay. She's gonna use an action to try and climb down then, so an athletics check. Wham! That,
Oh yeah, not good.
success. Critical failure. Is that a critical failure?
What's it based on? It's based on the climb DC, right?
Yep, whatever you have
Yeah,
in mind for the.
I had 10 in mind.
Cool. So that's just a normal failure,
Normal
which means you
failure.
don't go anywhere.
Oh,
Um,
crap.
got one more action there, I believe.
She'll still try and climb down.
Yeah.
Is it athletics too?
You don't have a.
Oh, it doesn't matter anyway, does it?
Oh my god.
He's just frozen up in the air. Looking at Björk. Oh, we fucked! Oh, help me, little Pablo!
Little Pablo, it's your go.
I can't catch you. What do you want me to do? I have little arms.
Pablo, can he see the thing from around? Oh, what is this? Is this just a hole? Can I see around it?
Yeah, you can see all around you. If you're looking up and trying to spot what's like, do a perception check for me. No,
Yeah.
why will be one action to sort of determine what you're
Look
seeing.
around.
Yeah, this thing's quite well hidden though. You can't see it. It's like really, like you can see this filament hang in the air, but you can't really see where it's coming from. You can definitely see something scuttling on the filament itself. Let me just double check its stealth. Yeah, you can. You definitely can see it. It looks like the thing scuttling on it looks almost like an insect or like scorpion.
Oh, good. Where is it?
It's like it's crawling on the filament, which is now sort of hanging, swaying in the air after Primula let go of it, about 35 feet up in the air.
Okay, so it's near them still, though.
Yes, it is. It's very near them.
Oh, I see it scuttling there. I might try and shoot at it. It's quite high, though, isn't it? My slingshot doesn't reach that high.
You can see the ceiling of the cave, because you can see the ceiling is about 60 feet up.
Oh, yeah. How slingshot's got 50 foot, I think.
Remember the range increment. You can fire further than that. It's just for every multiple of the range increment you're firing it in terms of distance, you lose 2 to your attack roll. So if it's over 50 feet away, you'll be firing at a -2.
And the scorpion is only 35 feet up, I'll say, as well. So.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll slingshot it then. I'll slingshot it. Because my bombs are not going to reach at all. So we've got slingshot.
7 does miss, unfortunately.
Gee.
Not rolling well.
I don't think I rolled at all well.
I'm going to give my the last hour hero point to Björk for the awesome shield play. That hero point, because that was cool.
Thank you.
Speaking of shield play, you should use it. You can slide all the way down like a toboggan.
Love it.
Instead of reload, I don't think I got anything to help you, to be honest.
Right.
With my actually, I've got underground terrain expertise. Can I direct them and help them get down the thing?
I think the help action applies there. You could is it aid or help or whatever. So if you want to make a, what is your underground expertise under? Is it a skill or is it just a?
It says it's under survival.
So make a survival check for me. I've got I don't know what I mean that's definitely what would I don't think what the DC would be in that case for the
DC for aid is one of the most hotly argued about things in Pathfinder. The rules lawyer guys, it's his pet peeve because raw it's 20, which is ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous.
The actual fuck.
I know it's one of those unexplained things, and I think again they're changing it in the remaster. It makes no sense for a level 1, and then when you're super high level, it's piss easy, so it just makes no sense.
I'm gonna say it's
so yeah.
I'm gonna just adjust it to what I think would make sense. I think this is undiscovered territory, but also, like you said, you're an underground expert. So I say it's a DC's 15, so it's not quite a crit, but you get a regular success.
Nice.
So
+1.
+1. Cool. So this thing is simply. You see the scorpion, little Pablo and Björk is crawling down the filament. It's right at the bottom of it, hanging and swinging. So it's at right at the bottom now. But it can't actually, unless it's got any.
Is that a DC 20 for a +1? Come on.
Excuse me.
Yes.
No, I know. It's one of the most commonly home rule things that people do.
It cannot actually do anything right now though, so Björk, it is your go.
Yeah, Björk wants to get Dune, so athletics to climb.
You're about 20 feet up.
With the +1 from
assume
Pablo there.
I assume we don't count a ladder as climbing.
I don't think so, no.
That would be ridiculous.
Yeah, so it'd be it's wrestling ladder, in ladder matches, how they always go stupidly slow for no reason. 16 is definitely enough. You climb your
5 feet.
5 feet, yeah.
So I'll do it. I'll go for it again.
An 8 is not enough though.
And again.
Oh.
A 10 is enough though.
Nice. So I'm 5...
10
oh no,
feet.
I was 20 feet up, so I'm still 10 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
And I think we can jump 5 feet without getting hurt, because it's distance above 5 feet.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool, that's me, that's fine.
So,
Clambering down.
I'm gonna just roll randomly for this because I'm not sure which one to go for. 1, 2, Bjerg, 3, 4, Primula.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try the filament. I think it's a whisper roll still. It's gonna choose to roll. Don't know why it didn't. Let me try again. Why is this not rolling?
No.
Okay, for some reason it's just not rolling off the character sheet. Don't know why. I'm going to just roll it. That is a 21 to hit. That definitely hits you, Primula. As you see the filament now, it kind of like, as it's hanging there, sort of like curls upwards and then just shoots towards you and then sticks to you.
Oh no.
That
Shit.
is, I think that's one action. Second action. How do you ready like combat abilities in Pathfinder?
So it's a +1 action cost. So if it's a 1 action thing, you have to spend 2 actions to ready it.
So
And then just like in D&D, you'd use a reaction.
So
whenever you wanted to.
so the scorpion is going to use its reaction to attack you at the edge of it with its stinger.
Oh shit!
Well.
So don't need to do
Oh.
that. I can.
Okay.
A
Okay.
24
Right.
to hit you. For 3 thing plus an extra
Oh shit!
poison. Let me just double check I'm reading this right. Wait, do a fortitude saving throw for me, please, first. So the damage is not that yet, but that's how much it would be. Sorry, that's not that much damage. So ignore that damage. But if Primula could do a fortitude saving throw for me. Sorry, while I still learn all the rules.
That's all good.
Okay, I'll just reveal this onto the layer now.
16.
16 is a pass, thankfully.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you do not take any poison damage. So just 3 points of damage to you. But this filament is attached to you. And that means that it's going to try and pull you up again.
Oh shit!
So it's going to make... What's your fortitude DC?
14, I think. Yeah, 14.
17 it gets. So it starts pulling you up another 15 feet off the wall. So you're pulled off the wall and then you're suddenly, I'm going back up! And then it's got one more action that's going to move. So these two, you see Bjerg, they start moving over this way for 15 feet this way. The scorpion now on the edge, it's like on Primula's head pretty much, like
Good.
that is that thing's turn. Primula, it's your go.
Just going to try and get off.
Yeah. So
Reflex,
escape,
right?
yeah.
Or is it reflex?
Believe
No,
so.
it's
acrobatics.
Yeah.
Unarmed.
Oh, that's definitely that's a crit. So
Falling again.
yeah, do you get anything crit with the
You
escape?
do. I think you get to make a stride afterwards. Escape.
Oh, great.
You get free and remove the grabbed, immobilized, and restrained
Stride to the
conditions.
ground.
You can then stride up to 5 feet. So it's kind of like representing you getting some movement as you get out of it.
Okay.
It's not really applicable in this situation.
I'm gonna say because you crit, I'm gonna interpret the rules my own way here that you can grab hold of the ledge for free.
Nice.
Because I think that's a cool little extra thing you'd get.
But how far down's this ledge?
You could probably with a crit probably grab after it after about 5 feet. You can on top of that stride as you striding to the wall and grabbing hold of it, if that makes sense.
Wait, so how high is she up now?
You're so you were
20.
So you're 35 feet up again.
So she. Oh my god! I didn't even. That's better. All what? Oh god. She doesn't have any.
Just accept your fate. Slam into the ground.
Like, literally, you two are the worst ones to be climbing. Pablo has something to climb. He's climbing stuff.
How much is damage? How much is damage from just falling?
I love it.
I don't know. How much is it, Tom?
Let me double check. It's pretty nasty, I seem to remember.
Does it include the 5 feet that you get?
When you fall more than 5 feet, you take bludgeoning damage equal to... Oh, it's half. Oh, okay. Equal to half the distance you fell when you land.
So if you fell 35, it would be sort of 16
And it's
points.
after the 5, I think, so it'd be 30.
So 15 points of damage.
Oh, so she'd knock herself out. Did she? She's hanging from a ledge, but could she get out her whip and whip the creature?
Oh,
Yeah, definitely.
that's super cool.
How far is your whip range?
10 feet, I think.
So you're trying to whip the scorpion.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, make an attack.
Okay. Whip it real good.
13. Let me still check its AC. It's not enough.
Oh.
No.
We've got one more
I
action.
think. Oh no, because you got out the whip.
Oh yeah, so yeah, that's it. Little Pablo.
Little Pablo.
Bring me my crossbow! Please!
Where are you? You're like 10 foot up, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm jumping down. My crossbow's like here, and I'm slow.
You are slow. I don't know. I kind of want to like distract the scorpions so Thingy can get down there.
Very
I'm
cool.
debated. But at the same time, I'm not very tanky.
I don't need my crossbow for next turn, if that makes any difference. My next turn's going to be yeeting my shield at the scorpion and trying to climb down.
Okay. Let's try. I'm gonna try and distract it. I think I'm gonna try and distract it.
Cool.
So Pablo, I think I could do it with one action still. Yeah, I think so. Pulls out a mutagen, drinks the Drake Heart one, gets 4 AC, and then he's gonna run over closer, over there. Come and get me, you stupid scorpion! You're gonna get these bombs in your face! Just yelling at the scorpion, and he's gonna, with the last action... I didn't reload it, did I?
I will say now, because this creature didn't use one of its actions to hide again, which I believe you have to do to be stealth still, Tom, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So now, because you saw it shot out that thing and then move, now you saw across the top of the ceiling, little Pablo, you look with your dark vision, you can see this as well. There's like this big like crab thing that's like crawling across the top of the ceiling that the filament is hanging from.
Okay, gross. Yeah, I think he's still gonna try and distract it from Primula. How far up is it again?
The crab is about 60 feet. The scorpion is about 35 feet up.
Oh, damn.
This feels like one of those situations that was 100% avoidable.
Yep. Says the lady who ran up to the sticky filament and climbed up it.
Yeah.
He's gonna reload his thing shot. The last action.
Okay. So what was his other action, sorry?
So he's took a potion, took a mutagen,
Yeah.
one of his things, got 4 AC and a +1 to perception. He ran and also is reloading.
Okay,
his
cool.
slingshot.
Scorpion is going to ready an action, but it can't actually do anything else. Björk.
Right. So I'm 10 feet off the ground. I think I'm within 30 feet yeeting distance of this scorpion.
Mm-hmm.
I think. So I will burst action. Yeetus the shield. Hup! Damn it.
Natural one.
I will
No.
use my hero points.
Okay.
Back down to 0 hero points. 0 points. Throw that again. A 22!
Definitely hits the scorpion.
Nice.
5 damage.
Not a,
Wha-bam!
not a crit. No. Hits into the scorpion. Your shield is stuck to the filament now, though.
Oh, bollocks! My lovely meteor shield. Right, he's gonna try and climb down. Up. For a
12, yep. You can climb 4
that's
feet.
5 feet. So now he'll just kind of like jump down for his last action.
Okay, cool. Well, now the shields on this is actually not a bad thing necessarily. It's kind of like taking up the bottom of its thing.
Oh yeah, true.
So it's kind of, it can't really easily like fire it off anymore.
Nice.
So actually, it's going to start trying to, the crab itself is going to start climbing down the wall towards Primula. So it's 60 feet up, so 15 to sort of get above. So 45, and then gets another 15, which is 30 feet off floor. So how far was Primula up? She was 35 feet up, right?
Yeah.
So it does manage to get to you, and now you can see, I'll reveal, this crab is now above you, and it's going to make a claw attack against you. A 20
Oh, that hurts, yeah.
for 9 points of slashing damage. It's shing.
Help me!
Yep.
That is its turn. The filament is going to fallen down with it, though. So actually, there's kind of like a path to the floor now if you wanted to try and climb down the filament. Because the scorpion is
Sticky
now
then.
on the floor. It is sticky, yeah, but potentially a better way you could jump and then catch it further down, maybe.
I might just get pulled back up.
Possibly, yeah. But there is the shield at the bottom of it now. Which
Oh
is...
yeah, trying to land on the shield.
Which does have a
Wait, the
scorpion crawling around in it, though.
So I'm just hanging off the wall. Next. There's no good options.
Oh, you can. When I was reading the fooling rules, you can use it as an attack.
That's what I was just thinking, actually.
Yeah, there's rules
She's-
for it.
She's just going to be like, oh, fuck yeah. And she's going to jump off and try and crush the scorpions.
Okay. How does that work?
So, falling on a creature.
points?
If you land on a creature, the creature must attempt a DC 15 reflex save.
Okay. Let's do
Does
that.
it matter how big you are? If you're a halfling, does it make any difference?
Doesn't seem to say so.
Okay.
Oh my god, it actually failed with a +7.
Oh, yeah.
Just a normal failure.
Yes, a normal failure.
The creature takes half of your falling damage.
Oh.
Holy
When the
shit.
falling damage is what, 15?
Yeah.
So I'm on -10.
So, it would take half of it for you, though, right?
Yeah.
So you
For
would.
me? Oh, shit.
Yeah, so you take 7, and well, I think you would take 8, and it takes 7. You do kill it. You do kill it, though.
Yeah.
As well.
Oh shit, baby!
Can I have a panache point for that?
Absolutely, that's amazing.
That's so
It's
cool.
up to a DM, so I have to ask.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense to me.
Fucking awesome. You Mario stomped someone.
That was really dumb. She's like
That was
limp.
crazy and I love it.
20. That was just one action, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that's one action.
And you're far away from the crab now.
She just runs down there and slumps against a wall.
Okay, little Pablo. The crab is
Nice.
about 35 feet up now.
Yeah. 35 feet up, eh? 35. Fucking bombs and their shit terrible range. I think he's just gonna slingshot it from here.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck's sake.
Oh my
Natural
god,
one.
Pablo has such bad luck.
I'm gonna give Pablo a hero point because he's
Yeah,
just been
please.
rolling so bad,
hell.
and he's been doing such good role play, so you can have a hero point.
There you go.
19 does hit.
One damage. Fuck's sake.
Plunk.
Makes sense. There's a little pebble.
Yeah. That...
Um,
it must. Oh no, it's a crit. Sorry.
Bl-
Anything else?
It's gonna. I'm just gonna wait for it to come closer. To be honest, I'll
Yeah.
reload it. I'll reload it, and then I
I
just
have
want it to
no
come
ranged
closer.
weapons.
Yeah.
Hit the crossbow!
Yeah. Reload it. I don't think I can do anything else. Can I aid someone? I'll aid thingy over here.
Yeah. How are you
Yeah.
how you're aiding?
He's already off the wall, isn't he?
He is. Yeah.
Stood
Okay.
there.
Oh, I thought he was still on the wall. No, don't worry then. I can't aid you really.
Okay. So you're not doing anything else with the last two actions? Or you're reloading the last action?
Well, I was gonna give Primula a health potion, but she's a bit far away.
We could move to her.
Yeah, but then I've got to move.
What's...
Then I can't give it to you.
You'll be ready to next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rally at the crossbow!
No, you know, I won't.
Crap.
I won't reload. I'll just go over and give her a potion.
What the fuck is it with crabs and Pathfinder? Have there been so many crabs already?
Crab finder.
You get an elixir of life. It's only a d6, but better than nothing.
Okay,
Nice.
that's your turns. Scorpion's up. Yeah, it's your go.
Right. Pick up there!
You do have to action drink it yourself, though. I will say.
Okay.
Someone, Primula, get that damn crossbow and start shooting. And I'm going after my shield. 5, 10. Where is my shield?
It's like on the scorpion's body.
Is the scorpion on the ground?
It is.
Oh,
Or it's
yeah.
yeah. It's
Can I retrieve my shield?
yeah. It's like on the sticky filament though, so you will have to do an athletics check.
Very fair. Hey.
Not enough.
Well,
Oh,
No, you're just pulling it and it's resisting.
right. That is 2 actions. I want that shield. I'm going again. Hup. Damn it.
No, not enough.
That's it. That is my turn. So be it.
Fisher is going to spend a free action to sever the filament, which causes the shield and the filament itself just go and fall down. And then it's going to conjure another filament from its thing. So now comes another one, and it's going to fire at you, Bjerk. So that's one action to, I think, probably get that back out. Does it say? One of it's right. Sever the filament, release any creature grabbed by a free action. The filament be severed by a strike. Doesn't say how it gets another one, but
It just shoots it out.
yeah, I think it shoots it
part of
out.
the action.
Oh yeah, I
Just
think-
shoot it.
So yeah, so don't know why it's not rolling the filament for some reason. I'm just gonna roll it. Plus 11 to this. Ooh, only a 16.
Oh, misses! The armor. Helga.
Misses. Okay.
Helga stands
It's going to
strong.
crawl towards you then in that case. So 15 feet down, so it's 20 feet off the wall now. That is all 3 of its actions. No, that's 2 of its actions. And then it'll crawl down again. So it's 5 feet off the floor on the wall now.
It's fucking terrifying and accurate. I love the system for that.
Yeah.
How much better it is on the wall than we are.
Yep. Yeah, Primula, it's your go.
Where's the crossbow?
I think it was like here, right, Tom?
Right there.
Right. I had to make Pablo move again. God.
He has given you
Yeah.
the life elixir, though.
Oh, he has.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've got it. Yeah, you've got it.
Okay, she'll drink it. So it's 1d6.
+1, I think it says there.
No, it's just a plus. It's just a d6.
You sure?
You get-
It says
you
on
get-
the thing. The bonus is +1.
Yeah, bonus is
You get,
+1.
you get a bonus to saving throws. for
Oh,
disease.
got it.
okay. So
Got it,
Yeah.
got it, got it.
+3 HP and
Okay.
+1 bonus to saving throws.
Thanks, Pabby.
And then she'll... Wait, the crossbow's there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can she pick it up from there?
Yeah, I think so. Well,
Okay.
well. 5 feet away. You are a halfling.
Okay, she'll
Yeah, I
move
think-
there, pick it up.
Yeah, I think you have to move and pick it up. That is your turn.
Yeah.
Pablo.
Currently unloaded, so you'll have to load it.
Pablo, seeing she's taken the thing. I hope it was as delicious as I made it to be. And he's gonna run round. Back over here. Oh no, I'm not standing near the edge. I'm standing there. How high up is it again?
5 feet off the floor now. It was trying to go and claw Björk because he was becoming a nuisance, basically.
Yes. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay. He's just gonna stare at the thing. He's like,
Stay off the wall, you annoying thing. Take this. Fuck's sake.
Oh my god!
oh, if I miss another bomb,
It does take 1 point of slash damage, though.
It doesn't, because I'm gonna roll my last hero point. Fuck's sake.
Oh, okay.
Yay!
20
Ugh.
hits!
Fucking hell.
8 points of
8
damage.
damage.
That's actually pretty big.
It's actually you get 7 slashing, you get 1 slashing splash, and then you get
Oh, yeah.
persistent 1 bleed damage.
How does that
Oh, it does that automatically. That's so cool.
How does that work? The
Yeah.
persistent bleed down? Is it 1 now or is it 1 later?
Persistent damage a creature takes at the end of every one of its turns, and you
Cool.
roll a flat d20, and if it rolls a 15 or higher, it stops the persistent damage. But otherwise, it just keeps taking it at the end of every turn.
Why is it not letting me put tokens on this thing? Why is Roll20 being so bad today? There we go. I'm just going to put that on it for now. There we go.
But yeah.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
Björk, it's your go.
Right. My shield. Can I pick up my shield now? It's
Yes, you can.
not. Right, shield.
Oh, hang on. Reload. Last section, I'll reload my thing.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
So,
I forgot as well.
one action, retrieve my shield. Second action, raise my shield.
Mm-hmm.
And third action, stride, so I can be between it and Pablo.
Okay, brilliant. The Fisher is going to swipe out at you for its first thing.
Yeah.
Claw. 26.
Yeah.
8.
I will
Yeah, go ahead.
reaction shield block,
Yeah.
which reduces that by 4. So I take 4, and the shield takes 4.
Then it's going to climb up 15 feet. So if you got any attacks of opportunity, I don't think you do.
I don't know.
And then it's going to fire a filament at you.
Shite.
It would be second attack modifier though, I believe. Where is
Yep.
it? Oh, I'm looking at the scorpion. Whoops. Fisher. Boom. Why is it not rolling the filament? So annoying. So it'd be -5, so plus 6 to this. 16.
Does not hit.
And that's its turn, because it moves and it did 2 attacks. Primula, it's your go.
Well, I realise she has a hand crossbow, so she's going to get that out.
Ooh.
Okay.
Going to move up now. How far away is it?
It's about 20 feet.
And yeah. Oh, hand crossbow is 60 feet, so
Nice.
she will shoot a hand crossbow at it. Why isn't it? Oh, no, it's there.
Does miss, unfortunately.
And she'll reload it.
Okay.
No, wait, she can't. Has to do it next time.
Okay, no problem. Little Pablo, it's your go again.
Little Pablo gets out another bomb. So I said stay off the wall! I'm gonna throw it. It's gonna be the acid one this time. Fuck!
It's like 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3.
Man, I give up on the bombs.
It
The last one was good.
It does
with the
take
hero point.
1 point of
With the hero
acid damage,
point.
though, right?
It does.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Wear it down.
You're wearing it down. Anything else? You've got 2 more actions still.
Pablo sits on the floor and gives up. No.
I'm sorry.
I'll do the slingshot.
Okie doke. Ooh.
Fuck's sake.
Even,
That would fucking hit, wouldn't it? Christ.
even with a -5, that does hit. For 6 damage.
Plunk.
That's actually a lot.
Channels his bomb frustration into his sling.
Bjerg, it's your go.
And reload it as well.
Right. This thing's up in the air in
20
tit.
20 feet, yeah, on the wall.
Alright, I want to try and do something wacky. So... Oh, wait, no. Well, okay, you tell me. So my shield that I picked up, was the filament still attached to it?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Can I try and, like, whip the filament up to
Oh,
grab
yeah.
this thing on the leg or
That's
what have you?
fucking cool as shit. Do that.
That's great.
What would you like me to roll?
Add a whip to your inventory, but say it's got 60 feet range. Anything beyond the initial whip range of a normal whip will have that, like, modifier. Because obviously,
Roger
the
that.
longer it goes, the harder it is to...
I love that. Inventory. Add whip. Brush. Character. Right. Get down here! Ugh. So it would be -2 to that, so only 15 to hit.
Does miss, though.
Yeah, that's fine. I will raise my shield, and I will... I'll draw my hammer again.
Okay.
That's my turn.
The cave fisher. It's gonna make one last attempt, I think. It's gonna filament you, so plus 11 to this, Bjork.
Yeah. That hits.
23. It's gonna try and pull you up. So could you make a athletics check?
Well,
It's not enough. You get pulled up 15 feet into the air,
shite.
and then it's gonna try and pull again. So another athletics check. 20 though.
20.
No, you do resist it, so you're not getting pulled up any
Nice.
closer. That is its go. Primula.
Gonna reload. Try and shoot it.
Yeah, it's about 30 feet on the wall, I believe, at the moment. 19 hits. 5 damage. Anything else?
Reload it.
Oh, is it 2 reload for hand crossbow, or is it 1?
1.
We still got 1 action then, I think.
No, because she reloaded it. Shot
Oh,
reloaded it.
yeah. Little Pablo.
Little Pablo reloaded on his last turn, so he's going to shoot again.
22 hits.
Oh!
1 damage.
1 damage. Boom. Anything else?
He's going to
Wiggling
use
the
this
same.
last bomb and hope. Actually, no, it takes the penalty, doesn't it?
It would take a penalty, yeah.
I'm going to reload then.
Yeah, is that it?
Reload. Gonna intimidate it.
Ooh,
have it on
okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Demoralize. What's the DC on demoralize? Well, it's will, isn't it?
It's the will DC of the creature.
Yeah, you know, just like, doesn't even pay attention. Bjork,
Yeah.
it's your go.
Right.
Oh, I needed to do the persistent damage on it though, didn't I? I forgot
You
that.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fortitude check, right? Or is it just
Nope.
flat?
Just flat roll, and it takes the 1,
17.
and it does shake it off. So but it does take the 1 first. So it takes the 1 bleed, and now it shakes it off.
Biak, it's your go. The creature's about 35 feet up, I believe.
Yeah. How? Okay, so I'm like 15 feet up, and it's 35 feet up.
Yes.
Man, the physics gets fucking weird with me like whipping it and trying to pull it, but it's pulling me. Be like one of those weird standing tables where the chains are.
Be a
connected to each
strength
other.
chest, like a tug of war.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Can I try and whip it with the filament then, please?
Yes, absolutely.
Watcha. 16.
It's not enough.
Guy. Can I try and... How far am I up?
You're 15, and it's 35, so it's 20 feet
So-
between you.
So I take 5 damage, because it's half 5. That's definitely worth it at the moment. So, I will try and escape.
Okay.
But it does have multiple attack penalty. Escape does. So, I'll use my athletics. Hudcha!
No, not enough.
Shy. I will raise my shield.
Okay, it's going to try and pull you up more.
Yep.
Athletics check.
Yeah. $18.
18 is against its. Oh, sorry, it makes an athletics check against you. I was doing this wrong.
Oh, okay.
So apologies.
Sorry?
So it's against your fortitude DC, so it gets an 18.
Succeeds.
So it pulls you up 15 feet. So you're
Shite.
within range now, 5 feet. So it's gonna now claw you.
Yeah.
$22,
Ooh, that definitely hits.
11 points of slashing damage.
God, I will shield block. I think my shield's broken now though, so I take 4 away from the 11. So I take 7. And my shield takes 7. It is over its broken threshold. Let me remind myself what that means. But yeah, I've taken my damage.
Okay, it's gonna make a second claw attack on you. 16.
16 will miss even with my shield broken.
Okay. Right, let's go. Primula.
Oh god.
Yep.
Shoot it.
Yeah, kill it!
18 hits.
Yeah!
Oh, -2.
God, is it not dead? Fuck.
Yeah. It's looking pretty bad though.
Reload. Fucking shoot it again. No.
Does miss, unfortunately.
Oh.
Little Pablo.
Oh, Christ. It's too far away from bombs now. Wait, how far is it?
It's 35 feet
Yeah.
up.
Yes, yeah. That's too far. Gonna do my.
Yeah, this big dwarfen arm is just there, like fucking kill it, and you got like hand, crossbow, and sling, like 1 damage.
For the eyes. Oh, fucking hell.
There you go. 2 damage.
2 damage.
Two.
Yeah. Oh no,
Alpo
wait.
doesn't have a strength modifier, right?
He does.
Oh, you should be doing more damage then.
He's got a +2.
Oh shit, it's propulsive, so it should be adding your strength to it each time.
Okay, 17 did miss, but you have done a bunch of extra damage here, so I'm going to just allow you to make an extra attack without the second attack bonus, just because the fact you've been missing with that damage, so...
Yeah.
I'll double check it, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works, because it's like a thrown item. Propulsive. Oh, it's half. Okay, you add half your strength modifier to damage rolls.
Oh, okay. So it'd be 1.
Yeah, just make a second attack without the second attack thing. No, so...
Reload. Guess I'll shoot again. I'll try.
Do it. Swinging for the fences here.
Uh,
It's worth a shot. Keep fucking firing. Fire all guns!
yeah.
Pew 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 pew.
11 does miss.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your go. You're right in the face of this thing, which is
Yeah,
just like...
and my shield's broken.
It's just like...
Oh, fuck. Well, with my shield broken, it comes clattering down to the ground. Things that's in my face, I'll go two-handed with my hammer. Fucking get out of my face!
21 hits! And with that,
Right.
you finish it. Yet, as you
Run straight
finish
in the
it,
face of it.
it falls off
Yep.
the wall. You do have a filament stuck to you, though, which,
Yep.
as it's falling, it's kind of becoming longer. So it's
Yep.
like, what do you want to do? You've got, you could use your
I
reaction
want
to
to try
grab
and
an egg.
hold onto the wall, yeah.
Yeah, make a reflex save.
Oh no! Oh no!
And that one.
Yeah.
Do you got a hero point or not?
I do not.
No, so you fall 30 feet.
Yep.
Fucking hell.
Let me
Taking...
see if critical fail does anything special. That just seems like normal. Continue to fall, and if you fall in 20 feet... Oh, before you use this reaction. Oh, okay, no. So it's just the same. So 35 feet,
Well, 30 feet, because it was...
30 feet.
Yeah.
you don't... I mean, I'm definitely down.
Yeah.
Bonk.
Crashed into the
Yeah.
floor.
There's
But
no auto death, is there, in Pathfinder?
Massive damage. I don't... There might be. There is, but it won't get me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
okay, with that though, combat is over.
Yeah.
But we do have to see if we can
No.
revive Björk.
Yeah.
But between you, both of you, it's just going to go back and forth between the three of you. So,
Oh, I've got a thing.
okay. Oh, you got a potion. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can minister your... Well, we can see if Promula can do it first, maybe.
Yep.
Because it'll be her go, so make a stabilize check or whatever.
First aid.
First aid. Yeah, there you go, 22.
Oh, nice.
Stable. So, I will put some different music on.
What the fuck is this place? Oh, it's a cave. Usually quite nice in caves, but not this one. I'm just glad I've stomped that bad. Yeah, that was really good actually. I kind of wanted to do it again. It was quite impressive. It hurt like fuck. Oh yeah, but it looked really cool. Yeah, I wish I could have seen. Yeah. This chap will be alright. Don't know how fine we're gonna be down here with those things lurking around. Well, we've got to go find the others so we can get paid and also get all the cool, shiny stuff. Well, we can't go out. Just die in the desert.
Yeah.
Exactly, I'll get lost in the desert. I'm not used to the desert.
What should we do? Should we wait a bit? I don't know.
No. I suppose we're taking a short rest at least.
Yeah, you can rest here if you want to. Try and you could try and administer first aid and try and spend 10 minutes healing Björk.
Treat wounds, me
Treat
baby.
wounds, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's been pretty good at the wounds. Why don't you have a go?
22.
Either that or I can try all these things.
And he
That
like
was
pulls
just-
out all of his like fluids.
Oh, that was the thing
Turn-
before.
That's to stabilise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
10. Don't think that's enough. It's 15 DC, I believe.
No harm done though. 10 minutes pass.
Anything else little Pablo wants to do?
hmm.
Do you want to try?
Oh, yeah, I guess he could try as well. Yeah, let's try it. Medicine.
No. So I believe you can't try again for how long, Tom?
An hour.
Hour, so you'd have to wait at least an hour.
Oh, he didn't wake up. Usually that
Shit.
works.
So did you want to wait an hour and try again, or I don't know how long it takes you to
Yeah.
come back for consciousness in Pathfinder.
No idea.
I think I can be woken up. I guess I must go on to like 1 HP or something.
Yeah, Primrose would just like pull out some smelling salts from her bag and like hold them under his nose.
Oh no, here we go. If you're
It's really
unconscious
smelly
because
salts,
you were
just inside there.
dying. Oh wait, if you're unconscious and at 0 hit points but not dying, you naturally return to 1 hit point and awaken after sufficient time passes. The GM determines how long you remain unconscious.
Yeah, and
From a minimum of 10 minutes to several hours.
I say 1 hour. But after they try and
Yeah.
heal you, it takes another hour, but then you come back to consciousness.
Oh, mountain's teeth. That was deeply, deeply unpleasant.
Oh, that's pretty fun if you ask me.
Did we get it?
Yeah, it's dead. Look at it, it's on the floor. Look, it's ugly.
God. Right, well, I imagine I look as bad as I feel. Maybe we should rest up for a bit. Not gonna be much use to Orzane traipsing after him in this condition.
You're right.
Them.
Run out. Make some.
Yeah. Well. Oh,
Pablo starts scrabbling shit up from the floor.
Lots of animal bones around. You can see that.
Bones,
and
bits
two
of his old bomb.
two distinct piles.
Yeah.
So we gonna kill this breed, motherfucker?
not like this. At least another little while to try and patch myself up a bit.
Well, I better try and patch myself up a bit as well.
So I guess you'll try and do that.
Yeah.
And
No,
Pablo can help. Can you do help on this?
you can. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you can do the aid action on it.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'll aid.
Yeah, we
whoever
might
wants
as-
to be aided.
Tell me how you're aiding, and then
Well, Pablo already makes his own health potions, so I assume he's helping in us in a way that involves that.
so maybe
probably.
your crafting check.
Yeah.
Make a crafting check then. 17, so you would get a +1 to that. Unfortunately, that's still not enough on Primula's medicine, only a 14, but I thought if you crit, you might be get a +2. That might have worked, but unfortunately not quite.
No.
But yeah, it gets 12 back, Jesus.
It's
Pretty good. So as you're patching yourselves up, and in the darkness of this dank cave, you slowly prepare yourselves for descent further into the unknown, the caves, the deep caves of the den of a broodmother of a Pyramite, and we'll end the session there as the adventure continues. The fate of Orzane and the tunnel scrapes unresolved for now.
I think they might be fucked, to be honest.
I love Orzane so much. Holy shit.
Oh, I'm pleased.
Immediately one of my favourite NPCs you've ever done, Natalie.
Oh, thank you.
What's the announcement? They them with the stratagem or something.
Yeah, let me read it. Hold on. I've written
So
it down.
fucking cool.
What was the title of the group?
Tunnel scrapes.
Tunnel scrapes rule.
The they them master of stratagem, the purveyor of non-binary finery, the soul and singular, Orzane K. Morellon.
They're so good. So good.
They might be dead.
No, we got this.
I mean, you did learn that the Horde ones tend to hoard stuff, so they might not kill their prey straight away.
Treating them as a little trophy.
Yeah, but they got us coming to save them though.
We're the best. What do you mean?
I hit one time.
Oh, you do get 180 XP.
Woo!
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm really pleased. That was really pleased how that cave fisher and cave scorpion encounter went, because I thought of
so cinematic.
I was like, I want to create like a little symbiotic relationship, and I was like, I like the idea of the scorpion's like immune to the adhesive, but like helps stun the prey with its like, or like kill the prey with its venom, and then the cave fish can eat it easier, and then it sort of shares its meals with the scorpion.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's why there was 2 distinct bone piles, because it's sort of the share the meals.
No, kind of cute.
I mean, cute if you like horrific crab and fucking scorpion, or whatever they're called, arthropods.
Anything with a filament.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Creepy.
I was like, yes, Primula, grab the filament.
It does seem very hard if you get stuck in a dungeon and you're just like, how do we go on?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, you gotta rest up and heal and stuff.
But then in a one shot, that's a lot harder.
Yeah, for sure.
I like how the 2 characters without climbers. Pablo, if he succeeds on a climbing check, he can go half his movement.
Oh, motherfucker!
Yeah. Not 5 feet, half the move.
It's crazy. Yeah, that was fun.
That was awesome. Did you enjoy running it, Natalie?
I did, yeah, it was good. It was glad to know. The balance is really pretty much on point, to be honest.
Did you expect it to run into 2 sessions?
No, but I don't know. I just sort of set up and I was like, I'll just see how it goes. Like,
Yeah.
But I wasn't being strict on myself. I was just like, if they get through 2 encounters, and you just say, see what happens next time.
Yeah.
You can always come back to it.
I really like the characters.
Yeah, they're really
I love playing
cute.
Björk. Björk's so much fun.
Where is this in your world, like in relation to the rest of the world?
It's on a different continent. It's in Sedistray, so it's far to the west on the other side of Verda.
Right.
But there is sail, there is contact and trade between the 2.
So it's to the west.
Yeah,
so
far
it's the
west.
same, but even further than the Cerritos.
Yes.
Okay. I see.
I hope I did minimal bit of your world justice.
No, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I consider it all canon, locked in.
Woo.
Absolutely loved it. I loved how you played the characters. The coolest thing is that it is not Orzane was not how I was going to play Orzane, and how you played Orzane is so much better. It was so pleasing that I was just like, holy shit, yes,
yeah.
this is Orzane. It's so cool.
Really pleased.
So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and like I said, Sedistray is, as you've seen, pretty much all my world building focus has been on Hespia.
Mm.
So Sedistray is very
Open.
in its beginning, open beginning kind of paint strokes.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, it's very fun to run. I like how, to be honest, I liked how easy this was to plan.
Yes, nice, isn't it?
Yes. It was very, very little work with this planning. I literally just threw some battle mats together, threw them in the counter builder. You know, just sort of run with it.
Yeah, and you get interesting creatures.
You
The
do.
cavefish is so cool and
I
creepy.
know, I saw that. I was like, yeah, using that. That's fucking awesome.
I don't know how I feel about Alchemist.
Alchemist
It's
is...
just like missing.
Yeah, when
know.
when you'd mentioned it a few times that you were going to do it, I was like, oh... Because I know
It was
I've
fucking hard
seen...
to learn. Christ, it took me ages
Yeah.
earlier to figure it out.
Yep, 100%. That's what a lot of players say, and a lot of Pathfinder 2 players are super crunchy people in the first place. So when they're like, "Oh, this is quite complex," I was like, "Shit, this must be like properly like in depth."
I had to watch like 3 videos just
Yeah.
to understand what the fuck is even happening.
What is going on? Yeah. I can recommend Inventor. I really liked Inventor. It feels so
Yeah,
full of
it's
flavour.
It looked very fun.
And I know they get feats later on to like get more sort of synergistic with that unstable roll and things like that. You can like push your invention further, but then it has like a risk reward thing, and there's loads of stuff. And the I liked the armor one for Björk, 'cause that's how I imagined the character. But much like Lanksim before, the Inventor has a subclass where you have a robot companion.
Yeah.
And they're so cool because all the different things like the explode and the explosive leap and stuff you can have your companion do.
Well, that's
So you can like
cool.
send your little robot companion in to like blow up and damage enemies and stuff.
Cool.
So yeah, loads of
You've
cool
got the
stuff.
option of familiar with the Alchemist as well.
Yeah. They have it has. I went with explosive leap in the end just because it's so fucking cool. But they have a super flavorful level 1 feat which gives you a direct action thing called Tamper, where it's basically like the enemy's trying to fight you and you're like analyzing and messing with their armor or their weapons like as they're fighting you. You like unscrew the bits of their sword and their sword like falls apart or whatever. So fucking cool. And it has all these rules for it where you can like lower their AC or lower their damage and stuff, or make their weapons break. But anyway,
I just wonder whether that's like better on paper though, because half of these bombs as well with the like persistent damage, and it can do other stuff as well. You get like ones that blind and stuff. It's all good on paper, but they got hit first.
I know, you're so unlucky. It was unreal. But it is also, yeah, like I said, like all those rolls should have. Although with your rolling, I don't know if it would have made the difference. But all those rolls should have been 2 higher, is what everyone says in the community. Alchemists. Specifically with bombs, because that's meant to be their whole thing. They should have the next level up in proficiency with bomb throwing.
I'd probably just say you could have that again, especially if they're going to change that anyway in the remaster.
Yeah, I think they are, because enough people are like, this is just painful for the Alchemist
What would
player.
it be from? Would it be from changing the thing from intelligence to dexterity?
No, I think it would just be like how a fighter does. So a fighter is the only class in the game, or no, ranger I think as well. Starts the game with not just trained proficiency in weapons, but expert or whatever it is. So you'd have expert accuracy with bombs. So you get an extra +2, just flat on all of it.
That would change it to 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would make it feel right, I think. But yeah, I loved reading all the different things that they do, the different bombs.
Swashbuckler's
so many different ones.
easy.
Yeah.
Swashbuckler, yeah.
But the fancy things seem cool.
Well, she can't actually do her special panache demoralised because of insects,
Oh.
which Tom did warn me, but I was
I
like,
did.
nah, fuck it. I just want to make this character.
Yeah.
But the tumble through's cool.
Yeah.
They're really cool, like skirmishy characters. They can do so much damage if you
Even when
crit
they
on that
miss,
finisher. Yeah. It's like a proper like melee damage smasher.
Very cool.
I quite like how all these characters are super short, so all just running around like scared.
Yeah.
This giant cave.
Get him.
The mental image of Björk being pulled up with his fucking armor, and you two just there like tiny little shots. This crab like Godzilla on the Empire State Building with all the planes flying around shooting it. Pew, 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 pew. Made me laugh so hard.
How did you find being a player for once, Tom?
Oh, thank you so much. I had a whale of a time.
Oh, I'm very pleased.
I love this system. I know it's definitely got its flaws, as all systems do. But for my just my like brain with this stuff, it's like it is my sweet nectar. I love it so much. Every turn, obviously, having DM'd and played monsters and what have you, I'm practiced with it. If it was my very first time, I'm sure I would have been a bit more shaky. But having had some practice, stepping into the character, I loved it. I love the 3-action thing. I love just being like, I want to do this.
It's my favourite part of the system, personally.
Yeah. The hammer, the shield, the fucking meteor shield is so cool. I get to be fucking Captain America. Such a cool item. And yeah, Inventor's cool. I wish I could have played 5 different characters at once. The monk I made was super cool, and the stance stuff with monk is super cool. But I think, I agree with you, Natalie. I think it's probably my favorite part of it as well, because it allows a lot of interesting design space with the different classes as well. Monk's flurry of blows is you spend 1 action, you get 2 attacks, which is just
really
ridiculously good. And the stances is like you spend an action early on in the fight, and then that lasts for the rest of the fight, and yeah, all this different stuff.
I assume with those 2 attacks you don't get a second attack penalty. Oh, that's really cool.
No, that only kicks in after. So with Monk, you're meant to be like really mobile, so you should be using like an action to move around. They have a thing called Key Strike, which takes an action which powers up their next attacks on the turn. So you'd be like move, Key Strike, and then flurry of blows, boom, boom, like 2 big attacks.
Yeah.
Or move, shift to stance, flurry of blows, like all that kind of stuff.
Very cool.
And the stances give them specific, different unarmed strikes. So the build that I was doing had Mountain Stance, which gives you a load of AC, makes you super tanky. But also makes your unarmed strikes, it's called like Falling Rock Strike or something.
Yeah.
Which, in my head, it looks like Bart Simpson walking forward with the windmill arms. But has cool things where it like gives your unarmed strikes like the shove property and things like that, so you can like push people. It's yeah. Monk got, for the most part, I think, done pretty dirty in 5e, as we saw.
Oh, 100%. It was rubbish.
Very impressed by it in 2e.
I remember giving
Thoroughly recommend.
Helen Helen was doing loads of damage in Strahd, but that's because I gave her plus D8 on all her hits.
Yeah, yeah, and Kieran did the same with
Central,
Central and with
Gertrude.
No, God, we played so many monks. Anya's monk.
No.
It's
Hepatra, by having the D6 fire on the attacks.
Yeah.
And that felt a lot better, but yeah. Monks in 2e looks super cool. They have one which is like an archer stance monk as well, which is like the proper like Japanese like calligraphy archer like sniper thing. It looks so cool. So yeah, loved playing. Absolutely loved playing.
Brilliant. Well, I'm gonna go shower and go to bed now. So
yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
So next week we're doing Cthulhu, and then what one's after that?
Today, yeah.
This again?
Could do if you wanted to. Finish it up.
Finish it off, yeah.
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 Cool.
Bye everyone.
See you later.
Bye bye.
Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.